All right, so welcome back in studios. As always, good to be with you every morning to bring you nothing but the finest of programming from our studios here on the 10th Avenue Extension, Greater Estate. And I want to say a very good morning to you for joining us this morning's edition of the Morning Focus. For those of you who join us from 6 a.m., we came your way with the news at 6. And right after that, we also brought you the sports update. So I want to say a very good morning, Ghana, and welcome to the National Policy Focus on your trusted platform. We'll look at the National Policy Focus, we'll look at the front burner, the scripture reading for this morning, and also bring the African proverbs for the day. And then we'll roll it out with the news headlines. Then today is today's theme is love and relationship, right? So it's a brand new day, and as always, we bring you conversations that matters. I always tell you, we bring you conversations that matter from the heart of our homes to the core of our nation. Conversation that matters from the heart of our home to the core of our nation. So today we explore the theme that touches every life: love and relationship. In a time where economic pressures are rising and social values are also shifting, we ask, what really holds relationship together? Did you hear that? I said, in a time where the economy pressures are rising and social values are shifting, this morning on MBN TV, we are asking what really holds relationship together: love, loyalty, or livelihood. I've mentioned three. What really holds relationship together? Looking at all the pressure, the shifting that is going on, what really holds a relationship together? Is it love? Is it loyalty? Or is it livelihood? But that is not all. We will also tackle pressing national issues shaping our future, from the escalating fight against illegal mining to the realities of our digital economic push and the growing pressure on our healthcare system. These are some of the things we'll be looking at this morning. So I want you to stay with us as we inform and engage with you this morning and challenge your perspective as well. We are going to challenge ourselves. And this morning, he joins me after some time now. Today, I have my co-host joins me in the person of Bernard Agbemo Eduji. Bernard, a very good morning to you.
Good morning, El.
How are you doing?
Very fine.
It's been you've come to close the week.
Yeah. So it's good to be here as always.
Yes.
You good?
Yeah, I'm always good as usual. Grace always founds me, and God has been so good to me because He loves me, and I can love Him back.
Good to know.
Yeah. So how has your week been like?
Yeah, very good.
Challenging one, right?
As always. Yeah. That is why we are living. The day you stop facing the challenges,
that means that you stop living. Great. So today we'll be looking at our scripture reading from the book of First Peter, the chapter 4, the verse 8. Because the theme is love, it says, above all, love each other deeply. It did not just end as above all, love each other deeply, because love covers over a multitude of sins. Above all, love each other deeply, because love covers over a multitude of sins. So remember that love is not just emotion. It's patience. It is sacrifice, understanding, especially in difficult times. What do you make of the scripture for this morning?
It's very important. I mean, it's a call to be Christian.
Yeah.
God is love. Yes. And he that does not love does not know God. So it's a command to love.
Yeah, and it's you should love deeply.
Deeply. Not surface not surface love, right? Yes, so God is love, and that is what we've been called to do. The Presbyterians have a song. They said that se mo do mo ho any pain na be won se mo ye mesuafo.
That's the point.
Yeah, so until you love, no, you are not really a follower of Jesus. It is love that makes you a follower of Jesus. You can't claim to love Jesus and hate a brother.
that the two doesn't really work together.
So for you to really be seen as a follower of Christ, you must love one another. And love covers a multitude of
sins.
Yeah. When you love somebody, you don't expose them.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't mean you wouldn't be able to point out their wrongdoings to them.
You point their wrong to them, but you love them just as they are.
Absolutely. Right. So yes, it is I call it call to be Christian, because that is what it is. You see, the foundation of our faith is built on love. For God so loved the world,
so He gave.
So He gave.
He gave.
Right.
In
so
love, you give.
Yes. So if God hadn't loved us, He wouldn't have given us His Son and wouldn't have been saved.
Yeah.
So the foundation of our belief, our faith is love. So it says that we should love one another, even as He has loved
us. Because you can't love God. God loves us. That is why we can love Him back.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So it is a call to be Christian. That is how I feel it. A call to be Christian. The call to love is the call to be a good Christian. Yeah.
The call to love is a call to be a Christian. So love is not just emotion, like I said. So let's reflect on being patient. Love it's patience, it's sacrifice, and understanding, especially in difficult times. I mean, the times we find ourselves now is difficult. Now, it said above all, love each other. Above all, love each other. So irrespective of all the misunderstanding, irrespective of the wetime wakame, wetiame naso, wa yese, wa yemi say, wa dani me say, it said above all that, love each other. And not just love each other, but make it deeply. And when you make it deeply, you cover the wetime wakame, wetiame naso, onemi ankase omume. It covers all that. Because the verse is not asking for a shallow or convenient kind of love. I mean, the verse is, I'm saying that it is not asking us for a shallow or convenient kind of love. What the verse is asking us is called for deliberate, resilient love. One that chooses commitment even when it is uncomfortable. You may not like me, but the fact is that because of Christ, you have no choice. You have to love intentional. You have to make it a deliberate. You need to make it resilient. One that chooses commitment when it is uncomfortable. So if the Bible says love covers multitude of sin, it is not about ignoring wrongdoing or tolerating them. Rather, it is speak to the power of grace in relationship. Ask God for grace to be able to tolerate, to be able to have that patience, to be able to care, to love. The willingness to forgive, to let go of offenses, and to prioritize restoration over ego. That is all he's saying. The multitude of what? Love covers a multitude of sin. Love covers the multitude of sin. That is what love does. And like we're giving you the insight, we say it speaks to the power of grace in relationship. The willingness to forgive. By your body, just let it go. To let go of offenses and to prioritize restoration over ego. In real life, relationships are tested not in the moment of happiness. That is where relationships are tested. Not in the moments of happiness. Amen.
Amen.
As a relationship are tested not in the moment of what? Happiness. No, they are not tested around that time. So these are the things we are looking at this morning. We are turning our attention to look at the various aspects of our conversation this morning. And this morning I entreat you to love one another. It's a month, it's a day that we have fixed. And we say, love one another, be each other's keeper as we move on this morning. Remember, this is brought to you in association with the Maranatha Power Ministry International. Maranatha Power Ministry is located behind, is located behind the Lekma Polyclinic, Nungwa Adogono. Today is Friday. You know, the Women's Week started on Wednesday. Yesterday was a powerful time. And they crowned it today with a mega all night. And Sunday is the Mother's Day. Sunday is the Mother's Day.
The Mother's Day.
The Mother's Sunday is their day. But just to remind ourselves that this and every Friday, there's a mega all night service that happens at the Maranatha Power Ministries International behind the Lekma Polyclinic. You know, the church is adjacent the Lekma Polyclinic. But when you go behind the Lekma Polyclinic, you are the next movement, you are entering after the education directorate, you are moving into the Maranatha Power Ministries International. So it is not a place that when you are coming, you have to miss your way. No, you don't need to miss your way. You need to come and let's all serve the Lord together. And this Friday, the all night starts exactly 10 p.m. 10. Don't wait till it is 10 before you leave the house. Don't wait till it is 10 before you leave home and said, I'm going for the all night. So start leaving the home. You have to check your distance. That how long will it take me to get to the place? How long will it take you to get to the place? Then you calculate and make sure you leave home and get there on time. 10, prayer, praise, worship. All this are put together and makes it a wonderful time to be with you. So I want you to know that God really loves you and God really cares about you. So don't forget to join us as we go into our national policy focus. Now, away from the scripture, what next is the African Proverbs. Oh boy, today's a love day, isn't it? It's a love day. Today's a freaky, funky Friday.
Absolutely.
Right. So it's a freestyle kind of a Friday. But don't forget, exactly 8 a.m. this morning, we're having a conversation in the studio, something that has to do with our health. An African proverb says, it says that love is like a baby. It needs to be treated tenderly because without care, attention, and understanding, even the strongest bonds can fade.
Hey.
Love is like a baby. It needs to be treated tenderly. Oh, although you. Oh boy, what do you make of the proverbs? Yeah. Love is like a baby. It needs to be treated tenderly. And our reflection is on because without care, attention, and understanding, even the strongest bonds can fade.
It be true. As a proverb, as a woman, a man leverage.
A man leverage in our leverage.
But this is an interesting twist to it.
Oh,
Love
yeah.
needs to be, love needs to be nurtured.
Yeah.
And be cared for.
Because I want to do something. If you pin it to our scripture, it said, above all, love each other deeply. Because love covers over a multitude of what? Sins.
Yeah.
Love covers over a multitude of sins. So now come to the Proverbs.
So yes, I mean, if you see love as a baby, just as a baby deserves care, a baby deserves
that tenderness.
Yeah, that's the one.
You know, we have this word TLC, the tender love and care.
Yeah, so tenderness and all of that. That is the same thing. I mean, when you start building a relationship with someone, even if it is friendship, right? Or I mean, relationship between a boss, a subordinate, mentorship, and all of that. All those love relations need
to be cared. It needs to be tended, because deep love is not fragile.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It is resilient.
And if you don't care for it, if you
and
don't
it doesn't deny it. And the point is that there's something we need to know, that irrespective of the resiliency of whatever love is, it doesn't deny flux. There are fluxes with it.
Absolutely.
We are human.
We are humans.
So obey maybe a winning job. Obey cancer be a winning job. The posture grab it to me as a signal. It was through my late mom I learned how body speaks. Yeah. My late mom and late dad have a way of speaking with you with their body. So body speaks.
Yeah.
So I grew up with that. Because they can look at you in a way, and that way that they'll look at you tells you something you aren't doing right or something you are doing right, whether they are happy with it or they aren't happy with it.
Yeah.
Just that look alone,
the look
will tell you whether they're excited with you or they're not excited with you. So it chooses to. So in all the denial, I mean, with all the fluxes, you have chosen to rise above them.
Chosen.
Yeah.
Deliberate.
Yeah. That is where it makes love resilient.
But I think most of us in this generation, we don't have that patience to nurture.
So that is where that is a problem. We want to do. Once I put the pancake here, I expect you to put the cheese here.
That is it. We don't have the patience.
No.
Like it's because of the society we find ourselves in. Everything is fast food, fast this, fast relationship, fast marriage. We don't have the patience to nurture.
No, because we live in a world where people are quick to cancel. People are quick to judge or give up. That's the society we find ourselves.
Yeah.
So the slightest thing,
they are gone. Is it because of several available options? I think so. I say,
no, because you see, every love or every relationship needs to be tested.
Yeah.
In the Bible says that chastisement is not joyous.
At all.
Pruning is not joyous.
Pruning is hard.
It's a hard thing.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
So, but you need the patience. You need the grace and relationship to be able to let it go.
Yeah.
That shows your maturity level. I tell people, you can do something to me, I will not be happy. I may react, but the next minute, I just let it go. I move on. I see you as if nothing happened. So they look at you strange and say, are you what kind of a human? And I say, no. Once you let it go, you let the person know and the person admit it, whether he says sorry or not. That shouldn't be your problem.
Yeah.
Your problem is build on it. One day you can sit with him and say, look, this thing you were doing, you saw me reacting to this. I wasn't happy with it. So you should have gone this way. And that's one thing I always say, that parenting is a key thing.
Yeah. And that's one thing we are not taught.
Yeah.
Once you get a lady pregnant or you become a father, you are not taught the arts of parenting.
Yeah.
You are going to be raising, if God has intervened, you are going to be raising survivor once you do chapa, because there's no deliberate. I haven't really seen a deliberate effort or attempt to train young people about parenting.
Parenting is a key. You know, I saw something here 2 days ago. I said the ruin of a nation, it begins from the home.
From the home. The home is the basic. Yeah.
The dishonesty, the unpatriotic behavior, uncivilized behavior, the greed, the corruption. All the things we are seeing in leadership started from the home.
Yeah.
Because if we are disciplined enough
from the home,
it will show at where we find ourselves. If we are committed to what we do from the home, it will show at what we do at where we find ourselves. That commitment level will be there. But because the home has been hit, the whole nation is in discipline. And it takes the home to build the constituency. It takes the home to build the community. It takes the home to build the nation. So the people have some kind of a character traces. Now, if you trace back to the earlier Ghana, they have some kind of a discipline. And it's a call and it's a niche for Ghana. We are hospitable people.
But
we are very disciplined. You see a grown-up sits in a car. You're a young person, you are seated, you get up for the grown-up to sit. Whether it's your mother, your father, your uncle, you don't know the person. But that was the choices in the country. You understand? So that is what the niche of Ghana. But now, do we have that? So you ask yourself, where did we lost it?
Yeah, too much right. That's
you understand?
That's right. I'm not saying children don't have right, but too much
right.
You know.
So from the day I remember growing up, when I saw banning of caning in school, which we said is the right, and we shouldn't let children even sweep campuses. Children shouldn't pick. Then I know that this country is. Then I realized this country by the next 20, 15 years. I just said it, that we are going to go into serious problem. In discipline, we are bound. Sanitation will be our biggest problem. Parents, everybody will be like me and my children. That external thing will not be there. Whereas when in our days you misbehave in school, a teacher disciplines you. When you get home, you are afraid to even tell your parent that this is what you did. And if you are not lucky and the teacher knows your parents and they walk home and said, you did this, so I discipline him or her, they will bring you back.
I'll bring you memories.
They will bring you back and deal with you.
Another one.
Now, when you go out there and they said, "And I pray about me," oh yeah, dang, because there is no smoke without a fire. Oh yeah, be tina papa a discipline, because every child in that community belongs to everybody. That is why community can decide to say, let's contribute because this child is brilliant, and let's all support him or her to go to school. But we lost it because we began to follow blindly as a nation. So we let go our culture, which was so disciplined. Now go to the interland. People don't defecate openly.
No.
But come to the urban and the peri-urban city. We do things anyhow and anything goes because we have lost our values. This is where it started from. So what we are seeing today, that people don't care if they are in leadership, like the mission team went to do some exploration in Sawam Adreju constituency, just eastern region here. People don't have good water to drink. They are drinking from the Prayer River, and this Prayer River is polluted, and they don't have good roads to where they live, rocky places. Meanwhile, we have an MP who lives in that constituency. We have a unit committee member. We have an assemblyman. We have a DC who represents the nation, the president in that constituency. We have the assemblyman who said, I want to take the needs of my people and lead them into the assembly. And nothing is being done because the home was broken. Their outbringing wasn't right. So they don't care. Because if we have built on what Nkrumah started, where we have that discipline, trust me, irrespective of how selfish people will be, they want to serve their country and serve it well. Not their pocket and building swimming pools in their stomachs. Me and my family. Now watch it. If you watch it, you realize that people in leadership years back, is their children who are still ruling this country. The same family setup marrying each other are the same family ruling this country. Nothing new, nothing has changed. Trace all of them, their background. It's just 1 out of 1,000 that you will see. It's coming from a different root. But even that, because we are intertwined, you find some traces there. So this is one of the things we need to do as a nation. We need to go back. He said, it's never too late to go back to the old landmarks. It's in the Bible. Take me back when I first met you, Lord. When I first loved you and surrendered. Take me back. We need to go back. And we need to build this nation where people will serve and serve not because they are thinking of themselves, but they are thinking about the next generation. Because if we discipline, look, Galamsey wouldn't have been where it is today. Because we are not. We will not be destroying our water, but we will protect it with our very lives. We will fight it with a very core value. That's why some more benefits being in you understand? So, but it shouldn't be so. It shouldn't be so. Because in a world where people are quick to cancel, judge, or give up, this kind of love stands out. It requires patience, tested, sacrifices when stretched, and unwavering commitment when it is challenged. So the African Proverbs is just giving us a very simple thing. It said love is like a baby, fragile, evolving, and deeply dependent on how it is nurtured. How you nurtured the love will tell you the extent of which, how far it will go. It does not survive on words alone. Love doesn't survive on words alone, but on consistent action, emotional presence, and in what? Intentional care. Remember we spoke to a counselor some time back. He made some statement. He said, when I'm with you and I'm doing things, I do it intentional because I'm with you. But the day you come to me and said, I don't think we can be together, all he tells you is, okay. And sometimes people will want you, and I think people will want you to say, oh, why? I won't ask you why. Maybe there's somebody who can do much more better than I'm doing, so you want to move on.
You deserve better.
And you deserve better. Everyone deserves better, so move on. So there is nothing like a heartbreak. There's nothing like a heartbreak. Just as a baby cannot grow without feeding, protection and attention, love cannot strive without communication.
That's true.
Without patience and sacrifice.
You
know, neglect does not always destroy. Neglect does not always destroy love instantly. What it does is it weakens it gradually. Silently. Until what once felt strong begins to fade.
That's true.
That is what love is. In today's fast-paced world, many relationships are stopped. Not of feelings, but of time. Everybody is busy. Understanding and efforts is missing. We assume love will sustain it. Yet, like a child left unattended, it becomes vulnerable. Am I speaking to somebody this morning? Like when you stand by the pulpit, am I hitting the nail right? True love, therefore, is not just about finding the right person. Somebody said, I'm looking for Mr. Right or Miss Right. I said, true love, it is not about finding the right person.
Mm-hmm.
It is about continuously choosing to nurture the bond.
Yeah.
Even when it is inconvenient. Even when it is difficult. Because in the end, love does not just need to be felt. It needs to be cared for, protected, and grow.
To be cared.
That is what the Proverbs is telling us.
Needs to be cared for.
Cared for.
Yeah.
It needs to be nurtured.
Nurtured.
Yeah. It needs to be nurtured. If you have a friend, you don't. When was the last time you called your friend to check on him? You say you have a friend. When was the last time you pick a phone to call? There's one thing my late parents will teach you. If it's your friend, check on him, if for nothing, thrice or twice in a week. I should be able to look at Bernard and say, Bernard, you're not feeling well. You don't look good. What's going on with you? Because I've come to know him, so I will know when he's excited and when he's down. Begin to study the person you involve yourself with. Those you call your friend. Even your mother and your father, when was the last time you picked a phone to check on them? When was the last time you said, hi, I thought of you and I'm just checking up on you. And that alone, there was a time, the person isn't a friend, but I know I see him around. So one day, for weeks, I've not seen the guy around. Then I asked, can I get his number? So I called. I said, Timo. He said, who is this? I said, this is L. Hey, I'm surprised you've called me. I said, I've not seen you for some time now. But I don't know who to ask. So I asked for your number. And I decided to check on you. He said, everything okay? He said, you called me at the right time. I'm dying.
Oh.
I'm not feeling well. I said, so what haven't you told anyone? Do you know, if we hadn't rushed to pick the guy, he would have died. Nobody can be. When was the last time I found a phone friend me? Of course, on anyone talk. Oh my, me no papa. Twins are crazy. Step sisters and step brothers. Twins.
I saw that.
No, twins. Yeah. It happens because Oban released his first egg. No, she had different man.
Hey.
Or some meet another person within that space. So those two eggs, there are women who releases 2 or 3 at the same time. And then in our hatching into only twins, although, but they are half sisters or half brothers. Born the same day, 1 minute, one minute between them.
But
different fathers. When was the last time I found a phone from mommy? Oh, my now old friend is where I bay for and I say, oh, ye Jiminia, Fatasanko, no war. Forget, say, he or she was the vessel God used to bring you to planet Earth. So you need to honor the person, whether or you what or whatever. There's one thing I always tell you. I always use my mom as a reference. If Ajua is alive today, she will always celebrate me. Because I was his handbag. And I love my mom because she loves me. And all the things she's taught me has made me, through God, who I am today. It's not me make a for phone, ne friend, and ne for phone, ne friend be. What for something? What their friend business and what to say? All the last time I found phone for business and what to say. Tell the panel on the mouse I want to see or dad and Gigi coins feelings and one kind of friend. Or no crowd, our friend, I'm as a no who call crowd on fire. Because all you care is about yourself. We should move away from that level. That is all the Proverbs is telling us this morning. Just as a baby cannot grow without feeding, protection, and attention, love cannot strive without communication, patience, and sacrifice. Neglect does not always destroy love instantly. It weakens it gradually, silently, but once felt strong, begins to fade. And in the I believe we are helping you to grow this morning, and that is what we do. That is what we do every morning here on our channel. We educate ourselves, we inform ourselves, we love ourselves. 0537158638 is the numbers. You can share your thoughts on this conversation we having this morning. 0537158638 is the numbers. You can share your thoughts with us. You can have a conversation with us if we've nailed it right. And yes, so you're nailing a writer. You can also join us. Now, so whilst waiting for your call, let's do the news headlines. What are the headlines on the various newspapers this morning? Papers na the pay a buyer no a DNA one more churro and I mina ma lebi na me ha wo banner headlines a minute we more ameke ma ha wo lebi ne. So we're going to look at the news headline this morning. So let me start with the Inquisitor. So the numbers on your screen, we've talked about the African proverbs and then the scripture for this morning. You can contribute to it. And then tell me, I want to say. I want to say. They don't need anything from you.
They don't.
They need care.
Yeah.
You want blessings from the womb that you came out from. From the penis that put you in that womb. Learn to honor them.
Honor.
Honor. Give them honor. Give honor to who that honor is due. There concept no. Ebufu funa monko suano. So obuefu ntuni obi nkasa. Hey, we nyame. The Inquisitor says, diffusing MPP lies. NDC design new agenda. Relaunches setting the record straight. I remember those times, right?
The golden field.
The golden field. MPP vice chair erased. Nana B making waves among grassroots. All right.
Nana B, why wouldn't they be organized and strengthen the party? Vice chair, you know it. Oh. If people, the party, the base need you. Hey, so boy, no. If people want to go and be where there's quietness, who should do the work?
No, they will get people to do the work.
Honestly, you and Samir, the two of you, I say you are my ideal party organizers. So why you are leaving that space? I am going to reconsider the decision.
Okay.
Especially in this period of opposition.
Yeah. Oh. Vice Chair D. Nana B first vice chair raised and Nana B are making waves among grassroots. Diffusing lies, NDC design new agenda, relaunches setting the record straight. Ajakon intensify unity, discipline, victory message. 1 week observation for Fosuan Popo's father is today. Stories on the Inquisitor, that's the banner headline.
Sharp, the Daily Post is next. Ghanaian backs $20,000 standard impact price. Controller transfers 6.1 million Ghana cedi to Ghana Medical Trust Fund for Mohammed's salary, donation, and appointee contributions. Remember the president made to contribute.
So everybody should do 1 month, one month.
Yeah. So the controller has finally transferred 6.1 million to the Ghana Medical Trust Fund, otherwise known as Mama Cares, to support that initiative. Ghana becomes Africa's 8th largest economy as GDP hits $118 billion. $118 billion. Comes with a picture of arms wide open. These are the stories on the front page of the Daily Post.
Now, here's our story now about Ghana becomes the 8th biggest African economy. What is it showing?
And the question is it translating?
That is it. Is it translating and creating the avenue for the young people to get jobs to do?
That is the question.
Or it's just a paper talk? Some paper talk, because Ghana economy is now ranked 8th in Africa by GDP 2026, estimated between 114 to 118 billion US dollars. The growth rate roughly is like 4.8%. Does it translate into the lives of the people? Are we seeing Anka South African and Crawford Jojo and Crawford?
The question, no, jobs, no.
Jobs, no.
Yeah.
Because if really we are 8th largest African economies, it should show in the lives of our people.
Yeah, I mean, there was I think
because we have countries like South Africa, we have Nigeria, we have Algeria, we have Morocco, we have Kenya, we have Ethiopia. Now, what is it showing to our continent?
What is this showing? With all the good,
with all the things we are reporting.
Yeah.
You see, if we allow the external to decide and say things, what it is, just to put something in the sky to make us feel good. I always say that we should, by now, Africa should have its own rating institutions. Yeah. Africa should have its own rating institutions.
One thing President Akufo-Addo.
For me, I don't understand this. Obi na make country say yeah dey na say nyade. Na wo nyade wo say wo nyade.
Nyade oh question. Nyade
you should know. Bloomberg say yeah. Now when now what economy don't you know say nyade. Oh yeah. I just want to catch you.
Catch you say oh economy say. I mean, because of those people because of their own interest. It's not
say politics in here.
Politics.
Politics.
Yeah, it's true.
Hello, good morning.
It's true.
Hello, good morning. Morning. As a panonia ready so Abekasa. Ain't you any politics in here? Now Ghana now become the 8th largest economy, but the real test is whether the growth is being felt in the pockets, in the homes, and the future of ordinary citizens. Yeah. Are we going to feel this?
Yeah.
CM Philidia is just a map diarrhea. No. It's just a paper talk. Me, I don't buy. Are we growing inclusively or just expanding statistically? I don't need some no. It's just for the statistics or it's inclusive. If it's not for statistics, fine. If it's inclusive, fine. Now the concern is the debt levels, the unemployment, the inequality remains a key challenge. Not in the economy will grow. It grows. Key challenge. Then you say the economy is growing. Irrespective of we gaining investor confidence and stabilization, is it translating in the lives of our people? It's a question we should be asking ourselves. So we media nema we dem hu amehwe na makan na me move on. Now let's do the Ghanaian Times. The Ghanaian Times says attacks on African migrants in South Africa move beyond condemnation to action. Minority leader demands accountability from SA government. Now you heard the story that came out yesterday when the SA government is saying that there are videos that has gone viral on the internet which are fake and misinformation because it is not happening in South Africa. Now ask yourself, there are suburbs in South Africa that this thing is going on. There are certain suburbs which is a wide rural area where we have other migrants that are doing the same businesses, their nails, they are selling their hairs, they are doing their...
And they are okay.
And they are okay. They should go there and go and do that thing. No, they should leave the KwaZulu Natal, the Durban. They should go there and go and do that thing. They're the blacks who say somebody is taking their job. They should go there. Now patronizing also a job. I know you don't add skills to yourself. You don't add skills to yourself,
this is just an excuse to take responsibility.
That is a point.
And I like Ghana's move. You know, Ghana through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs have petitioned the African Union.
Because we have to go beyond that.
Take certain
so I like the statement from Osahene. Look, the South African authorities should stop giving us theory.
Yeah.
They should take action.
They are just not ready. And the reason some of these things continue to happen is because when they happen, nobody is accountable for
it. That is it.
Yeah. Nobody is punished.
Now, if you're baby or not, rallying group for say, no one fair rallying group for say, they are taking a job. Wig never with tissue crano, rented one.
I mean, let's stop that. We are Africans. Look, we are one people.
So
I ask myself, if somebody from Norway is working in UK, do they face such treatment?
Why do they have the European Union? We sat here. We captioned the plan to do ECOWAS. We captioned the plans to do ECOWAS. Someone will show. EU started within the next 5-10 minutes. EU has taken over. So what is wrong with us?
We don't understand the strength in integration. What most people don't know is that the United States of America, USA, was not once as it is. So the USA is. That's why it's called United States. A number of states that have come together. When the US started, there were just 10 states. North Carolina, South Carolina, New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, what's the name?
Manhattan.
Just
a few, handful.
They started the
even Canada could have joined them, but Canada decided to be on its own.
So look, a number of states, after 10, they were able to add 50 states. They understand the strength in uniting to form the United States of America. Look at what they are doing.
Because if the South America have also united, the crime rate would have come down. The economy would have been super.
Yeah.
But I'm going to me and you see, sometimes Western for a strategy and psychology.
Oh yeah.
All this thing that is happening now, leading here, obi teachre. No, obi teachre. And you say, "Oh, that one, no, sorry, that group." It's a well networked and coordinated thing.
Integration is a major thing that will bring development. I don't know why we are so struggling with integration.
Yeah, ready.
Even if we will not have a common president and stuff, can't we just integrate our markets so that I can move my goods?
The point. Let me show you. Look at EU. All the countries have their president.
Yeah.
But they have a leader of the EU.
Of the EU.
Hey, different.
Yeah.
African Union. Me history there. Organization of African Union, OAU.
Unity.
And yet me move about AU.
Yeah, in 2002.
Assemble the tortoise way of life in Africa.
Still, I know they feel the union.
You know they feel the union.
Yeah.
Mahama Cares commits 36 million to train specialist healthcare professionals. Stanbic donate 3 million to support the Black Stars. Amnesty International raises concerns over anti-LGBTQ bill. Stories on the Ghanaian Times. So the Ghanaian Times brought us the Osahene attacks on African migrants in South Africa. I think that when you look at the stories on the Ghanaian Times, it's more of Ghana pushing against this xenophobia thing happening in South Africa. Ghana is the only country that has really come out.
Looks like.
Yeah.
Looks like.
As will be a cote.
All the 50-something states decide on it. They will take action.
Engineer the gateway for Africa. All right, so those are the headlines on the Ghanaian Times.
The Herald is next. Ghana loses bid to split 1 billion Ghana Cedi Bogoso Prestea mine case. Has the picture of the Attorney General. NDC accuses NPP of reviving old NDC accuses NPP of reviving old propaganda playbook. Paper leakage, LTO. Paper leakage and bribery claims shake police promotion exams. What is happening to my RNL this morning? Paper leakage. Police. Paper leakage has hit their promotion exams. Oh, Charlie. Police service, oh.
Our education is examination oriented education. Chew and pour and get certificates. What shakeke? Look, I remember in Graduate School of Management in the UK, after filling everything, then they asked. So I saw dance, gymnastics, swimming. Then they asked which one. So you need to choose one.
You need to choose one. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's also examined.
Yeah.
But Jimmy. I don't know, excuse me for my words. I'm so pleased with this. The way we are running this country.
You're waiting.
Because you see, we can do far better than where we are. No, we could do far better. And oti omemoha. Oko rented na single room near just 2,500. And then one now wo figure no. Wo figure no dey anyhow.
You waiting. You were cheaper. You were cheap.
Especially in the South African foreign PNs, because all the housing units is run by the government.
Anyways, the other stories here. $33.3 million arbitral award against Justmo Construction set aside, and the final one here. How senior medical doctors neglect public wards for private clinics in no-bed syndrome, as Ghana Medical Association and Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association criticized Prof. Ajimambedu Akosa for revealing identities of errant members.
Yeah, for that one, it's a wrong statement. It's very wrong. Because you see, when you do that, they harass the people. Now ask yourself, if 3-4 hospitals, major hospitals, people on duty, cause the same statement, then it is not the people, it's the system.
It's a system.
So I don't see why we should hold those people responsible. The only responsible we can hold them is that at least care. Give the person a first aid. Stabilize the person. This is where my problem is.
Even if you have to
even if we have to move them somewhere else to save the life, because the life lost. When we lose one life, it hurts because the life is as important to the nation building. So I believe strongly in this case, we should check our system, not the individuals who said there is no bed. Because you ask yourself, Rage, no bed. Police hospital, no bed. Kolebu, no bed. 3 referral centers, no bed. There is a systemic problem because they can almost speak the same language at the same time. We should check the system, not the individuals involved. There's a problem in there that we need to fix as a nation. My problem with those people who are doing the referrals is, why couldn't you handle the injuries and the pain to stabilize the person first before all other else come in? Because the life is as precious than any other thing. So when you stabilize a person and you are able to deal with the injury even at the side walls, before you say there is no bed, I will buy into it. But you see, I keep thinking through. I was reading the report and I was thinking through. There is nowhere that says it's a systemic problem. So why that particular hour of the day, all those 3 hospitals said there is no bed, and nobody could think right and say, let's take care of him. None of the 3. It's not normal.
That is the structural, the systemic
problem. And you see, it is not normal. I always look at it that death is not normal. And it can't be normal to me. And it shouldn't be normal to anybody. You get a point. So we shouldn't use the individuals within it to be scapegoats. We should take it as a nation, the responsibility of allowing that life to be lost. If it behooves on the whole nation, not those the referrers. Everybody is involved. You and I, we are all part to be played. Leadership has failed.
Yeah.
Leadership has failed.
Yeah, that's true.
Now we're holding those people responsible because they couldn't take the initiative to say, my profession is to save life.
Yes.
So if for nothing, let me go into the ambulance and try to stabilize the person.
Yeah. But then the systemic issue.
The systemic issue is there.
Yeah.
But we should also think beyond the human surface.
Yeah. Yeah.
What for engineer
engineer?
Yeah. Now we put the people's name there. Go to the social media, the way they've been harassed.
Yeah, they'll be harassed. In fact, it is going to affect them.
It will affect their families.
To affect their family, to affect their professional growth and everything. I think if this report does not address the structural problems underpinning Ghana's health sector, this issue will just come and go like that.
Is that what we do? Collect lagoon, let the rain pass. We'll stop dredging. When the rain starts, it will kill people. It will take people's way to destroy things. When the rain stops, what we now? This is the Ghana. This is how we are operating Ghana. No, that is how we are operating Ghana. Leadership is showing from the top. You see, when the fish is getting rotten, it starts from the top, from the head. We are not thinking right. All we are thinking about money. Oh, Charlie can't weed the place for me. How much you go pay? Make I take the money now. Hey, when you should take the money. No best syndrome. Better. This will not bring Emisa back to life. But it should be a point to turn us around as a nation. We should train our people that look at an emergency. Hit and run, we should have that care, that passion for the love for our work, that we want to save that life, irrespective of the injury. Because the report said he died through the pain of the injuries. Are they? Shame on us. You finish with a Herald?
Yes, that was it for
the... If Ghana loses bid, okay. Now let's do the Source newspaper. You know why I'm laughing?
The inflation.
No.
Which one is that?
The Source has a story. Let me play around the stories first. It's economic progress is artificial, APL report. Citizens use Iyoko over details of claim recoveries. Fuel prices, rent, and utility costs push April inflation up. Now here is a thing. Here is a thing. The Bank of Ghana has officially acknowledged that its total comprehensive loss for 2025 financial year stood at 34.9 billion. A figure that validates earlier expose by the Minority Caucus after weeks of heated public debate over the true state of the central bank's finances. BOG admits 2025 34.9 billion losses exposed by minority.
Compromise there.
You remember we did a comprehensive and we showed why they mentioned 15.9 and then why they should have mentioned those figures. Then when you look at where other figures have been placed, when you put them together, you get a figure. Why do we do this to ourselves?
4.9 billion.
Why do we do this to ourselves? Shame on us. Let's go. I'm done with the source. If really they've admitted it, then shame on us.
The publisher, my worry about this whole central bank is why politicians are those speaking for.
That is a thing. Because if you said the central bank is a non-profit entity, then the central bank shouldn't lose money.
Why should they? Because I remember.
No, I don't see why the majority is backing the BOG. That it means there's something. There's something. The MPP also did.
2023. When
is it a political center? It's a Bank of Ghana.
This whole thing is I don't understand though. There is a central bank regulating the monetary policy of the state.
Are they saying they don't have communication directorates?
They have a PR.
So they should rather be talking.
Units.
Why it has become majority fight?
Then you hear members of the majority defending the BOG's report, members of the minority accusing and doing the same thing happened in previous years.
That is what I'm saying.
NDC told us that. I don't want to go into this politics this morning because
I'm on a Friday. No, Friday. Maybe I'm in a few one. Leaders say what you are doing.
The Ministry of Finance, the government, they are in charge of the fiscal side. Do the fiscal policy. Leave the BOG to do the monetary policy. If the BOG records losses, let the PRO of the BOG come and tell us why they recorded losses. Or maybe because of the fight against inflation, because of stabilizing the city. It is not the duty of the politicians to come and tell us that. I get so worried when
if they leave it like that, they can't get political points.
Wow, which one is this? I still remember where you're sitting in the BOG. Are you dealing with the BOG? Let the BOG have a PR unit.
They even have about two. They even have two deputies
of the public relations.
So what is this?
Their job? Is it the duty of the members of parliament, the majority caucus, to be speaking for the BOG, justifying what? Can the BOG justify their losses? Look, we have given the fiscal space. The same thing the MPP did 2022-2023. When they have mismanaged the fiscal space, they are not trying to go and defend monetary policy. That is not your work. There is a BOG, there is a Bank of Ghana in place. The governor and his deputies. Their role is to fix the monetary policy. The interest rates and all of that. That is what they do. That is monetary policy. You go and do your fiscal thing. You can play politics with your fiscal policy, whatever you want. But when it comes to monetary policy, allow the entity in place to do it. That's a man for GBO and then MPP say, and then what is that? What is there? Then let's dissolve the whole public relations unit of the BOG so that we know that politicians are those speaking for the BOG.
All right, so the Public Account Committees on Finance, let's hold it there. Now, finish the publisher, let's go.
We
have some interview.
They will not have the truth. They will not tell us the truth. Let the technocrats in the BOG come and tell us what is the truth. The Ghanaian publisher.
Now Hong Kong again. Madam Letitia, good morning.
The Ghanaian publisher is there. Untumi is here. My name is Bernard Ntibosiako, aka Chairman Untumi, is on the front page of the Ghanaian publisher. Untumi files witness statement, 2 former ministers to testify. Nzima chiefs accuse government of meddling in chieftaincy dispute. GJA president joins global media leaders at IFJ Congress in Paris. That story is on page 4 of the Ghanaian publisher. Edu Boahin trial, attaching girls accused 10 state witness. The final story here, court upholds Justimo appeal, APSL's 33.3 million award quashed. That story is on page 3 of the Ghanaian publisher.
Now let's do the daily guide. The daily guide, the BOG admits 34.9 billion loss after minority expose. Jamal caged, Kamal set free. Ghana in a U.S. romance scam case. Jamal caged, Kamal set free. Generator.
They are twins.
Yes. Generator fumed killed 3 admire here. I mean, this story was a sad one. 3 of them, after inhaling the fumes of the generator, they all passed. Very sad. Court sets aside $33.3 million award against Justmont Construction. Wontumi opens defense on May 14th.
I have the Metro Lens, and Professor Nana Amakluche is on the front page. Koforidia APA terrorizes businesses with heavy-handed enforcement following 24-hour compliance notice.
48 hour.
48 hours, sorry. Compliance notice. Be courageous, vigilant, and visionary. Or see idea your edges new asin hene. Ewukugwa trafu hene to lay mother to rest tomorrow at Aguna Asafo. Story on page 6. Jumfo presents Ghana at Global Journalism Congress in Paris. Story on page 9. This is what the Metro Lens is feeding us with this morning.
And then now read the bottom statement from Abari.
We are notness and not ashamed, according to Abari. We are notness.
Diligist. Afoko hits ground running. Afenya Markins pushes for free movement in Africa. BOG admits 35 billion losses after minority sustained expose. 4 female doctors indicted over Charles Emise's death. Soldier attack land owners for new Accra Kumasi expressway.
Please.
Hey, now, but all the way we go out teacher for them.
The soldiers.
Oh, we go out teacher for them. Not in a GS in Abe. We go on. We
respect it, but please.
This one, the new take like soldiers attack landowners for new Accra Kumasi expressway. Another press slaps Bono minister with 13 million Ghana cedis defamation suit. Deputy AG Godfrey Dami cross-sword over buffer stock boss trial. Stories on the Daily Gist.
Okay, so I have the Supreme newspaper. Next, public confidence in Ghana's public institutions remains low, according to APL research. Dr. Ofori, I want to know this APL research because they are smelling something. I don't know why I feel so. I feel like there's some party behind it. I don't know why. Dr. Ofori Sapon celebrates 60th birthday with 600-bed dormitory gate to preserve Legon. Good one. Nkawodiba Chedi Senior High Technical School. Do better, but Sintale criticized over Air Ghana claims DC-10 controversy. Reunite, rebuild, recapture. Afoko takes unity campaign to NPP leaders. Electrochem to employ 1,500 people for salt mining. Congratulations to the men. These are the stories on the front page of the Supreme newspaper.
The Daily Analyst has the story. TCDA signs MOU for beekeeping and land reclamation.
I think that should be Tamad. Oh no, that is
not.
Now
this is the tree crops.
Okay.
Development Authority. Ghana becomes Africa's 8th largest economy as GDP hits 118 billion. NDC rejects claims of diverting cocoa funds to buy presidential aircraft. GJA president represents Ghana at IFJ Centenary Congress in Paris. Minority proposes 9-point plan to resolve BOG crisis. Ghana petition AU over xenophobic attacks in South Africa with a picture of the Minister Samuel Ekudzeto Ablakwa. Daily Analyst headlines.
The Chronicle says chieftaincy time bomb tickling in Nzema East. Politicians, please stay off. BOG has confirmed a 34.9 billion loss claim. Kojopon Kroma, but Central Bank denies. I don't understand. What's the difference?
I don't know.
Bank of Ghana has confirmed a 34.9 billion loss claim. But Central Bank denies.
Maybe when we get a full story, we'll understand where the denial is coming from.
Because I thought the Central Bank is the same as the Bank of Ghana.
The same one.
Yes.
The same one.
Anyway, so on the front page of the Chronicle, court overturns $33.3 million arbitration cost against Justmo Constructions. The scripture for today is taken from Paul's letter to Timothy, the very first one, chapter 1, the verse 8. We know that the law is good if one uses it properly.
Properly. And that takes us to the Daily Statement headlines as a Kufuor calls for urgent reforms in Africa's cocoa economy. NAT issues 2-week ultimatum over the alleged military assault on teachers. IFC, digital infrastructure key to economic growth. Minority vindicated over BOG losses as central bank confirms 34.9 billion figure. Ghana now Africa's 8th largest economy with 1,118 billion GDP. Stories on the Daily Statement.
The Ghanaian Point. Resign if you are tired. Health Committee fires warning after Emisa death probe.
I think this stand is too high.
Too high. Yeah, when I heard
it's
it,
too high.
Like,
I mean, for that word, you're fine. Committee chair, you're fine. No, wash up with Jimmy. Who heads?
Yeah. Doctors named in Charles Emisa report facing threats and harassment, according to the Ghana Medical Association. Households still struggling despite CD gains and falling inflation, according to the APL report. Mahama appointees donate 6.1 million to Mahama Cares Fund. The last one here, sanity at last. Fake national security operatives crack down. Story on page 3 of the Ghanaian Point.
Now let's do the Business and Financial Times, BFNT. High Court quashes $33.3 million arbitral award against Jasmine. That's the law. Greatco commit to the state-of-the-art Akosombo Street rebuild. Story on page 3 is a board chair turns a crisis into catalyst and also modifies around the acting CEO. Those are the story. Emma, when he named among the Ascent top 100 career women in Africa 2026. Industry-wide coordination needed to scale inclusive instant payment, BOG. Enterprise Group inaugurate 2.4 million maternal and child health facility in Sunyani. Firm AI regulation needed to drive adoption. Borrowed claims, structural risk behind the macroeconomic recovery. Stories on BFNT.
I have the new weekend crusading guide. Ofori Sapon unveils 600-bed Ofori Sapon house at Presec. Everybody Shagan. Yenya millionaires, ni billionaires, 50.
Maybe I miss more 10. More than 10.
Keta.
More raise it 10 every year. 10 every year.
Mampom Presec.
Because more raise it 10.
No, be
10 billionaires. 10. Do it intentional as a nation. 10.
At least, even if I can't build a dormitory, I should be able to donate something to.
At least you can buy. You can buy the mattress.
Yeah, buy mattresses, for schools. But this is a very good thing.
Like 1,000.
I want to personally
for your alma mater.
For my alma mater, applaud Dr. Ofori Sapon for this great.
Doc, correct. That one be correct. Correct.
Eastern Nzima chief condemns jubilation over revocation of Adamu's mining license. Big puzzle set for spot resetting as LP Foundation Blaze investment break ground. I'm not reading right. As LP investment Blaze investment break ground for ultra-modern sports complex. Oh, Charlie. Yeah, headline. More money in your way so that reunite, rebuild, recapture. Afoko takes unity campaign to NPP leaders. Boachi Ejako intensifies message of unity, discipline. So be a pretty unity. It's going to be a very interesting contest among Domboedu. Domboedu, Polafoko.
Peace.
Very, very interesting.
Peace when trouble blows. Jehovah see
Central Bank crisis. Minority goes to BOG's rescue with 9-point plan. I said, politicians, opposition. God gives them a lot of ideas. Yeah, I love this one. I would like to read the 9 points.
Stories
on the front page of the New Weekend Crusade.
Now let's do the daily graphic and its headlines. The headlines on the daily graphic say, we will fight falsehood with better information, not censorship. Kwachi Ofosu. Mahama Cares invests 36.2 million Ghana citizens specialist healthcare training. Miracle Outreach announces 5-day national prayer rally scheduled for May 11th to 15th. Prosecute xenophobic attacks corporate. Minority leader urges West African state to demand action from South Africa. Headlines on the daily graphic.
So the news center is here. Cross-border fintech integration key to trade growth, according to Dr. Isiama. Story on page 2. NIA begins registration of 6 to 14-year-olds in Volta and OT regions. Story on page 10. Goldfield seeks long-term extension for TAQWA operations. That is so on page 9 of the news center. The big one here, Consumer Protection Central to Africa Fintech Growth. Mobile Money Fintech Limited CEO. That story is on pages 6, 7, and 8 of the news center.
All right, so that is it for the news headlines from our center here. And that's a snapshot of what is making headlines across Ghana and beyond this morning. From the economy and governance to health, security, and social issues, the stories reminds us that decisions made today will shape Ghana. We wake up tomorrow. Now, from the front pages to the front lines of the national concern, we'll be turning our attention to another conversation right after this break.
How there's some look fast. Papa, me again. Let's go. Yale. Me call you, ma'am. Who hear me? Man, to me, I'm sent my friend, doctor, when I'm crossing over. See what we swear.
Yes, malaria.
Hey, malaria. Oh, what they say? What the router? Me copy the absence. A drone, a friend, router mixer. Yeah, come malaria, draw. And running router. So.
Gatra and the draw ku abaso body ase wabo ruta mixture abaso ruta natural products ndo ne ruta mixture ya de kutia atiri ruta tonic and the ruta life wa ehuru efini slade bone efini padua mu last support immune system no ruta de obi ase ye FDA age dwede nkrato ya tu.
From Austria, and I spent the last 6 weeks I think here in Maranatha, and so far it has been a very great experience. I feel like once I came to school I felt very welcome. I felt a very nice, friendly environment towards me from the teachers but also from the kids, and I had the feeling right away that the kids really like to come here, so they feel really happy, they feel really safe here, they learn a lot, and yeah, I think it talks a lot about the quality of the school if the kids feel comfortable and they like to go to school, they feel happy, and that's one reason why I would really recommend the school, because first of all I feel like the kids feel comfortable, but on the other hand they also learn a lot. The teachers are really well educated, they know how to handle the kids, and also considering the facility, the school has a lot to offer. So there's a science lab, there's a computer room where the kids can learn how to handle a computer, there's a library where they can educate themselves with books and different material, there's also a playground outside, especially also for the younger kids, and there's also a waiting room where they can wait for their parents to come and pick them up. Glory Hill Academy, truth, wisdom and knowledge. Bye bye!
MBN Jasuni. From me Ejahima. Sawupa Sawuba MBN Jasua. From me was 0245 88 2128. MBN Jasu. Come home. Na yendi eja at the right place.
Invitiasia no menene kunu eware wo odro ene asumdwe kwan so ya wore na chi no mene kwacho ba hotel pop pebi say besepeyo.
What? A team from so crown on my ye.
Bibia wo nyankopon sem.
Ekoba ne san me kunu antena se.
Edro botum wajo ye edek SM bites. Wa eni gia befi. We na me de yempaibo edek SM bites timase mama me.
So wa worry mu eni je bewie wo paya na ye kamfo edek SM bites. Mrs. Wa oyem ye onyina monno me no okọ one.
Hello, are you building your dream home, office, and now project? You need the best stone to make it stand out. Say a pattern papa I besi I would the ma abo fonkwana ubehu. And one flower stone works. What I had say, you was stone type of it to say. Sakura cutting stones, cutting shears, crumble cutting brown, sheer granite grey, clippy cutting stones, crumble cutting black, and a breaking shears. Flower stone works delivers a durability, beauty, and style. Na yet so your boss say ewe ye jumum emani dimu ankasa. I mean, one stone at a time. Wopet me afraid one mature for isu 0555 512 995. Me see susu beam 0555 512 995. Flower stone works.
Beauty is money.
And he asked them, when he sent them, do you lack anything? And they said, we lack nothing. I pray that this will be your story. As you live for God and you work for God and you support God's work, you will look back and say, I have lacked nothing in my life. We want to thank God and thank God again that Friday is a night of prayer, prophetic night, healing night, the word of God night, and worship night. Every Friday in Maranatha Power Ministries. And I'm inviting you, beloved, if we don't realize the warfare we are in, the devil will defeat you as a child of God. And the most strangest things and unfortunate things in the church today is good believers who are weak. You are good, but you are weak spiritually. God wants you to be strong because he says in Ephesians chapter 6 verse 10, he says, finally my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. You see, there are certain battles you cannot win in the day. This Friday and every Friday, I'm inviting you to Maranatha Power Ministries for breakthrough night, signs and wonders night, prophetic night, healing night, deliverance night, and salvation night. Let me see you this Friday. If you want more direction, telephone numbers on the screen. Please call. And also, you can watch me on MBN TV every time we are having service. And also watch me and be with me on all the social media platforms you will see on the screen. Remember this, Jesus prayed in the night. Even the Son of Man prayed all night. It's our time. God bless.
So welcome back from the quick break. You're still live on the Morning Focus, and now we're turning our attention to healthcare. We'll be doing some healthcare and why the importance of why you should donate blood. We'll be looking at that as well. It is we all know that healthcare is the backbone of Ghana's productivity and also security and well-being. But in Ghana today, the system is under increasing strain. From overcrowded hospitals to long waiting times, the rising cost of treatment concerns over issues that has to do with the NHIS as well. Many Ghanaians are asking critical questions. And the question is simple. Can Ghana truly sustain quality healthcare for all? Or are we stretching an already fragile system beyond its limits? Whilst government continue to invest in infrastructure and policy reforms, challenges persist, including staff shortage. I know when I say staff shortage, people are not excited about it, but that's the reality on the ground. We also know that brain drain is among health professionals, limited equipment, and also funding gaps. And at the heart of it all is the ordinary Ghanaian seeking not just access, but quality, timely, and also affordable care. This morning, from the Lekma Hospital here in Teshi, I have a senior midwife. I never knew she is a midwife until today. A senior midwife in the person of a Theodora Nete joining me in studio. A very good morning to you, madam.
Good morning.
It's good.
So glad to be here.
It's exciting to see you. It's been some weeks now.
Yes, it's been.
The only time I see you is a wedding church in the city. I never knew you. It's almost the people who I've had encounter with in this studio are midwives, right?
Wow.
That's a big thing. Well, but that is good, saving lives and then bringing more lives into the nation as well.
Amen.
How is your field like? I know 2 days ago was the International Midwifery Day celebrated across the world. 1 million lives, right? How is the midwife profession coping with you? Because I know people have challenges. You wish you'd be treated differently from other Medicares, just like doctors are all treated differently from the other sectors of your nursing. But they slump all of you together and say they are all nurses. But we have various categories of nurses. We have even the anesthetic nurses also there.
Perioperative nursing.
We have the operative nurses, critical nursing, psychological nursing, and then psychiatric nurses are all there. The midwives are there. Community health. Before we have the general nursing who are also there. So I think we need to categorize all this instead of slamming all of you together.
As far as you're in a green or white, you are a nurse.
Yeah, nurse. Now, before we dive into looking at the core reasons, since you are in the healthcare industry, I just wonder, how would you assess the current state of Ghana's healthcare system, and are we improving or we are declining?
Good morning once again to you and your cherished viewers. I'm privileged to be given the opportunity to be here this morning. So it's rather unfortunate, right? Because our healthcare system, we have the best, if I should rate it with other countries. But it's rather unfortunate that we don't have a lot of things to work with. Logistically wise, we don't have funding. Financially is down, the brain drain as you talked about. It will surprise you to know the number of colleagues that I know who are really forcing and paving their way to go out of the country. And Ghana, we can do something about it. It can turn around for our good if only our leaders would come down to our level at times to listen to us and make changes that we are requesting for. This Nobel syndrome thing that is going on around, you have to be in the hospital setting to know what we are really facing. And I always say that it is not within my jurisdiction as a midwife to tell you, a pregnant woman or somebody, that we don't have beds. Actually, when you come to the facility and then I send you to the wards, or you see for your own self what I'm talking about, then you might decide whether you go seek help somewhere else. But you are not supposed to, and it shouldn't be so.
It shouldn't be so.
Shouldn't be so.
So financial constraint, the gaps is becoming too much.
The gap is just
it's just
too
becoming
much.
too wide.
Yes,
because
as you said, the doctors are being treated so well. They are always fighting for condition of service.
So, but you have leadership too.
Our leader is rather unfortunate that maybe it's because maybe we are women, and
do you have men who
we do have
but
men,
there are few.
Just a few, and I can tell you that when you are done as a man in the midwifery sector, I don't think you would really want to push. It's either you go and further, and then you come out of the sector, yes, and do something else, because that's where we have a lot of our types. Then we call together, they call us nurses, because sometimes I was trained as a community health nurse under the public health sector.
Okay.
But then
for more of a preventive
side. So when you do it for some years and you realize that you can divert to, that's why I diverted to the midwifery sector. But then still I'm trying. I'm really pushing to do something else, because
to move on the ladder again.
Because sometimes you realize that when you are stuck at one side and then the system is not really helping you out, you really want to change.
You really want to change. Now, you've talked about the constraints and the challenges, but government often highlights that they are increasing access. But are we compromising on quality in the process?
We are really compromising on quality of access. You come to the urban sectors, you have big hospitals. We have district hospitals.
Yeah, because I went to, I'm not cutting, but I went to UGMC when it started and where they've got into and what they are doing, and you look at the equipment, you look at the way personnel are treated. Why can't we have similar hospitals across the country?
We can have, but then the issue is the people that they are in that locality. UGMC is located around East Legon. Right. So you also see.
And this was built by the university.
Yes, and
with the support, with the backing of government.
So it is seen as a place. The hospital is also a business center.
Yeah.
So if I should open such a hospital,
you expect some to recoup.
Yes.
So, but we can do something mini that can be to the level.
Most of the machines are very expensive.
Very expensive. So, but would you want to see institutions just like the University of Ghana did to put the UGMC together? Other institutions also doing a similar thing, and wherever they find.
When you go to a regional hospital, they also have the machines.
You also have the equipment.
When you come to Lekma Hospital, I know we also have machines.
Yeah.
And I understand Lekma Polyclinic.
It's also upgrading.
Yeah. So when it comes down to that level, that Lekma Polyclinic is getting access to these machines, giving the care that you can also access it at the district hospitals, then you are bridging the gap.
Then you're bridging the gap. Is Ghana investing enough in healthcare? Are we investing enough in healthcare?
If you had to compare it with other countries, I would say we are trying.
We're trying, right? We're trying. Well, but I know when I go and ask you this question, because if I ask how wild in the gap between our healthcare delivery between urban centers and rural communities.
If in a scope of 100, I would give 25%. Because you know, at the rural communities, we used to have CHIPS compound.
The CHIPS compound. Are they well equipped?
No.
Because I've seen some CHIPS compound that looks
nobody is willing to go there.
It's even empty, and you see maybe one or two people.
And the bushes are taking over these places.
Reptiles have taken over. I saw a hospital in Kumasi, one of the suburbs in Kumasi, very beautifully built hospital with all the equipment in there. There's no light, there's no water there, and there's no personnel there.
So then if you transfer someone from Accra or someone from Kumasi in there.
Yeah, so they should bring lights, they should bring water there, and also make sure that the equipment are functioning.
Working.
And then you put people there. Because people are sitting home, they are not working.
And it will serve as a referral point.
Yeah.
This primary healthcare system that they brought, if they're able to add it up with the CHIPS compound, it will take off nicely and smoothly.
There's no day. Wow. Well, we're having a strong conversation this morning. We are looking at the Ghana healthcare is it under pressure, or are we really doing? We'll be diverting into the importance of why you need to have you need to do a blood donation. It's very important. 11 pints, when you lose one, it's always sometimes good to bring it down at that level. That's what I've been taught. So at least every other quarter you go, at least twice in a year, you can donate a blood to someone to save a life. Blood donation is important, so that even if they check you and you also have some diseases, they can tell you, look, you need to check yourself as well. It's not just about taking the blood, but the quality of the blood is also very, very important. 053-1586. You can also get into this conversation. I know this, I don't want to go into the investigation of the no-bed syndrome. It's going to create a whole lot of hula baloo. In already, the country is running head-to-scatter on this matter when it comes to the no-bed syndrome. Is it really true that we don't have beds at the hospitals?
You know, I can only speak from what I have experienced.
Yeah, tell me of your experience.
You see, like my facility, we have enough beds. But then the issue comes about when you are thinking about the number of patients you are to attend to at a set time or at a given time. So if I'm having 28 beds and I've had surgeries done in the course of the week, and I've had people coming in with emergencies, and you've given all these people beds. Now, it boils down to the fact that some people have to be discharged, and then for you to be discharged, you need to pay up. And then maybe as at that time, there is not much money, or there are other facilities around our catchment area who gives us clients, always. And it's always there. Like, people are coming in. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do surgeries. I'm speaking from the maternity side. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do surgeries. We have those who have been booked to the elective cases. And then it will surprise you that you book about 6 elective cases. You think you are going to attend to 6 elective.
And you go, then it's like 10.
Sometimes more. Emergency cases come and they take over the day.
Oh, so at the end of the day, all the beds will be used and there's no space.
And then you have to now make room. You go to maybe the 4th stage, that's the 4th stage after delivery where they are. You get about a bed, you go to medical ward downstairs, you go and
you need to be trickling down to go take care of all those people. So that's another stress level.
So all the facilities around the peripheral are giving you cases. So you are now left with the tax of
how to manage the few beds you've got.
And as I said, that you are not the one, as a nurse, you are not the one to say, I don't have a bed.
I don't have a bed.
That is management. That is strictly administrative.
So that is why I have a problem with the report by Dr. Medua-Colson's report, in the sense that I've chanced upon the report, I've read through the report, but I think holding those people, those doctors and those nurses, it should rather come from management.
It's management.
I always say that we don't have to use those people as scapegoats.
Yes.
We should take responsibility as management.
And it's not the first.
And it's not the first, and it's not going to be the last, in the sense that I want to look at it from another angle. Why would 3 referrals hospital all say the same thing at the same time? We should start thinking beyond the levels. The same, so it's a systemic.
And before you even make a referral, you call the next point of call. So we keep on calling, like about 4 different district hospitals. Oh, we want to refer a case. These are the things that we saw. Please, we don't have maybe ventilator or something at the moment.
So you have
are you having? Oh yes, we are having. Before we move.
So all this thing are put into place before the person. But my worry is that my only worry that I've got with all those facilities is that irrespective of no bed, why couldn't we attend to the patient to be sure to save
that is also a challenge with the healthcare system. Have you ever noticed that whenever we have an accident, like a massive road traffic accident, then the people, the indigenes of the community are always trooping in. They are moved with sympathy to help the people. But the way they even handle
this is always wrong.
It's always wrong. The same goes down to this. Somebody, you are there with someone, and all of a sudden, maybe you are eating at a chop bar, or you are out with somebody at a church or something. The person faints. Before a healthcare personnel comes around, what are the things that goes on? Outside the country, when you always like comparing those people with us, they teach, we have first aid, that's critical nursing. They teach those paramedics, those who are taking care of the ambulance.
Yeah, because it's a question I keep asking myself.
They teach them basic survival techniques.
I was taught as a media person in the first call of accidents. In Holland, they put colors.
Color coding.
Color coding.
The
striagen. They fix it on your hand to tell the extent of damage or the extent of injury or the extent of the response they need to give you. So they pick the people based on what they have fixed on their hand. And then I got to understand that the person who is shouting, it doesn't mean he's the one who is in pain.
The person who
is quiet,
is bleeding
internally is the one that needs to be attended to, not the one who is shouting on top of his voice.
But then because all this knowledge you've been taught. So the first aiders, those who are supposed to attend to these people, these emergencies, the first aiders, how vested are they in this?
So I think the healthcare holistically needs to be dealt with, and individuals as a nation, we have to begin to teach people from the educational sectors that when accident happens, because I've been taught that when there's an accident, even if it's a leg, there's a way you position it before you can carry the person. I've gone through that level already. I know that the one shouting doesn't mean because if you are in pain, you don't have the strength to shout. So if you are shouting,
that's from the brain.
From the brain. So
you are not even oriented
to be. So rather I have to look for the person who is lying down quietly is the one that is really bleeding. Then they give the color coding. So that was where I said, okay. So it made me to begin to love things about the health sector. I began to read things about whilst it's important to go into those sectors to read things and to check things out. So for me, I think we haven't done a lot of education. Public education. We've not done a lot because
they don't understand the system.
And I believe that this ambulance, the EMT, should be trained much more deeper to be able to give this first aid before bringing a person. Even in the ambulance needs to be fitted with some equipment, and they have to be trained with paramedics to handle those
deviations
before you get the person to the hospital.
And there should be a staff on board. And there's a critical care nurse should be on board. The perioperative nurse should be on board. And then
so all those people should be attached to the EMT.
Yes. If we really want to bridge these gaps.
So why are we not doing that?
Now, the ratio to, what I know is that the ratio to patient population, the staff ratio to patient population is something to talk about. About 11 doctors, midwives, nurses attending to over 10,000 people. How feasible is that? And now all the skills, the brain drain system that is going on. So we have a lot of skilled personnel trying to look for greener pastures.
Skilled personnel looking for greener pastures. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Your name, where reaching us live from?
Mr. Morris.
Mr. Morris, Mr. Morris from Pokwase.
I don't know, Kenya means come. And I said, my penny mama, Daroma, at the question. Daroma, for saying, the saving, you know, my penny mama said on the deal. Because someone appropriate the tea over. So, one to be a empty and very fast on that in the past. Because for what I can say, electricity.
Copy PURC. Mr. Morris, copy PURC. I'm not meeting me. I'm meeting me. I'm afraid for fraud. Mr. Morris, we feel like also copy. Copy PURC. For some complaint to come on. When you're afraid for fraud. Unfortunately, I've lost him. He's one of my callers I love so much. Oh my God. We're looking at healthcare. I mean, we need a bold reforms and policies shift.
We really do.
To secure a sustainable and intentional healthcare for our people.
We do. We really need a reform in all aspects of healthcare. A community health nurse knows this is my jurisdiction, a scope of work. A nurse knows this is my jurisdiction. A midwife knows this is my jurisdiction. Doctors know their jurisdictions. Is it not funny how something as trivial as a doctor wanting to head how the laboratory personnel are callable can lead to a strike, sit down. And you ask yourself, what is really happening?
What is really happening?
They are how they call it, lab technicians who have also gone to school enough, and I think they can head their own affairs. But then it gets down to that point whereby doctors go attending higher levels of education, wanting to come and now supervise even
department that is not supposed to be.
They don't even know anything about. That comes down to these reforms that you're asking whether we don't have leadership to fight for our cost of living and then cost of
better conditions of service, right?
It's all a matter of these things. And in Ghana, I've realized that we politicize everything.
We politicize everything. Let me go to the phone line. Let me pick a caller. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Pacho, good morning. Pacho, good morning, Paul.
Yeah, Paul, it's you.
Namishra Mone Jumapa, Moye, a Raden Camo. Near Dicano, may cancel hospital be war, tuba inside. Now, penny no, yes, or a penny war, now, last year, many people are in the airport. And no one year, mammy be operation. No one year, Nippon operation. Nippon will cover. Number the number to start at home. At the number 2 corridor. I blame you to the news and my minute or bleed. No one team. Doctors and nurses need to use we didn't free theater or the better. 15 minutes na mammy from we are. We cannot have mammy from we are. Why you do operation? If you come first, you will see the Mumpet to be near and yellow. Doctors in this in Yanamo. You see, our doctor company for work on the window will be in the hospitals. And then buy the ban, nobody could go on facilities. Yet the bed the bar, nobody could go on hospitals. And only about it to make a wasn't. Other than if I had 3 years yet to more deep water. Eh? Nipa to me 3 years in deep on it, dear. Because the only taxes in the Bipia or Moka. Among the hospitals, who call a buy hospitals, some people with that near trauma. That's the way for top. You should not go. And then,
all right, you're there for Paul.
And then,
Odifo Paul Yadasi and pay 0537158638. Bobo, how can we solve these issues of our healthcare? I think it boils down to leadership. I think that is the basic and the bottom line of how to deal with this issue. Yeah, you were on the floor. You want to react to him?
No,
you don't need to react. I don't think you should react.
I'm just trying to.
Or you want to explain something?
Yes.
Okay.
This National Health Insurance Scheme, you know, it covers about 90% or more of the Ghanaian of our health costs.
Yeah, because it was prudent to ensure affordability and it's still fit for purpose.
And we have some medications and services that it covers.
Yeah, but does it also need some restructuring?
You see, the thing is that you make claims after you've used the medication, you've done the services for the person, and then you make claims with your district information health, service,
I know you have to go
and all that process. It takes some months before they release that money. And so the question is, when it takes that time to release, okay, let's use common paracetamol that the man is trying to say something to that effect. So we've used that stock of paracetamol according to your claims. So we need
a replacement,
a restock.
Okay, then hold the restock when the delays comes. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Yeah, me Joseph Boga.
What's your name to say?
Yeah, me adumo ya huye na onzwe.
Unya boga ni.
Ya boga yetio.
Yo, me da asi, enya no pay. Ene ma me na ti an wo kire. Minnu ya se mo kan yi, your first is ya na me to an so. Minnu ba ko e yare. E ya ba hospital ti me mabuti. Ene no ko tafo. Different tafo clinic. Na ontimo no so, ontimo ni. Etimi ho no friend say omo de number ho. Na me so mi nurse ni ba ko. Na ne number ba na me friend say asim say na to me. No say ade nyampa. Na mi ganza ni nyampa no so. Yes empa yi ho, empa na ho ni na ayema. Na mo doctor no ho no. Ha bra wo ni operation. You operation yourself into watch the baby and doctor no private hospital. I want to fool baby make come watch it for the moment baby America because a private hospital on meeting mood a bank pass a bank okay the file quiet within 15 minutes the charge is this kind one you appreciate. And Sagana wins car. Seminar of a kind. Doctors, young assassin pride. You could see Doctor, no, you're a friend called baby now. The man who tries to be transferred from Quapa, one of a panel. Our Michael Johnson. Michael Johnson opposite. Once you know. When a doctor no essay, you can't acquire me through. And the doctors no, yes, Omutunia, you. Almost will be on hospital or be open papa, part hospital, be a young dear, a honor woman. No tia, a young. And he, a minor at Timono, it do be a yard by noon. A young cousin, dear Mobro. I don't make can tell me much hospital, which may be a woman. And she said, "My yard pa me kwa hospital." You can see that, and they said, "Ma come and you because who pa, move you. You was a question. I didn't know which are or say at the bench school, not the back of private school, or check people and was people private school. We saw home or not check P2 our bench school, none of us of private school, and just help people. There's a gun and Casano, ye dear more bro. I am no minor. Tom, and now the question doesn't you. I gonna essence of for Musian Mukoskuana. Because another mom benefit money. Because no matter stations, you know, any activity, you know. I said, and yet you may be a blue woman say, acquire as of the better. If you know SM of the man. Is a mom penny from Nancy Pop because a banner you harm and you pay a cassette yebi. And I get tossing and son, I get down in the in fact, it had been told me, they be told me, Baffle, young as a Mary. Maybe I make us a hospital or no case, assassin, would be told my remember the country with decide what I'm here. Remind you, the can't why advance as also. You say, na boys ntɔn ma egiska ya mi ti bato fɛ so ma yiri ka nnum sɛ buye ɔn ti so bia kɔtɔ asase amoni na hɔ because ahemfo na abandodo na sɛ bi wɔn nyɛ papa wɔn sɛ wɔn nyɛ ɛsɔ bɛtɔn ama wo ɛba ɔno yɛnka no yɛnka wɔ hene no na wo na wo wa wo du sika akosi abrosent sɛ ni egu tìmɛsi mi yɛ bia nyakopɔn na dum a ɔpɛ sɛ osi dɛ ɔmo ni na fɔm paa na ɔmpɛ baabi a bɛbɔ ako.
Yo Boga, yes, you that's in Boga no place on Swinyamre and near Atrishinkomo. So back to you were saying something before Boga a call came through.
I was saying that concerning the National Health Insurance scheme. So
yeah, you were talking about the delays in releasing the funds back to the outfits.
So I don't think there's ever a situation whereby the hospital is having medication and then somebody tells you that go and get it from outside. And also before a surgery goes on, I know there are a lot of things that goes into play. We have the pre-operative, before the operation, there is a care that goes on. And post-operatively too, there is also a care. So I cannot really understand or get to know what really happened back then with the recent caller, what they said. But I know for a fact that if you go to the government sector, as some of you are so scared of going to the government sector for treatment, Lekma Hospital, that is where I work. So I can only speak about my hospital.
You can only speak about Lekma. What we're talking about Lekma is a difference. Yes. I like the name Lekma. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Your name was reaching us.
Good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Next is our seven and better is the Kabadre, Chabadre.
Men can drink Chirawadring, Yanko.
In the wood there, a family of for the Catastrophe, pound.
Okay.
In the wood there at the Ghana, a situation in it also. And the Amate will be next media and asset of the Nibia for the specific person or yes, adding it with Sally Pat because. Ebi a obi de ne ba for hospital. Yes, ni no. The negligence ebi obe ya be nipa na extreme no. Open particular nurse for na there doctor pro no be done there. There na be she the prima kunya go there. Nurses and doctors association for baba be. E to be ya that ni da o mu ya be handle no de na ma bla. Wani na o na atana ya police case. Itani ya kwani a ya bude kitani na wa yes aden unhunita it is for bad and kwa make and kwa dey na ye kakra because aya na student na kata eni chesi no a obi o yes aden na do na ni o ba net it for the any dia ya unhu na ni o ye unhu doctor ni o ye because ni na the teachers association company kwa baba be everything ya o munyi de bata o munyi ne ma bonten ata na ni we na yes aden na it's a problem no so it's natural.
Miss Matty, that's sir William Ashayensa Afre I don't want so much to get. You didn't come. We are looking at the Ghana health system. And to be a conversation, or your best son, you have blood donation. Why it's important for you to donate a blood? Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, madam. But you would in the baby of Refi. Hello. But just say, Uti who TV no swa, obey to me, Abway, not one my TV no volume na conform. Offer my TV no volume non conform, a man commotion and Kuye cra 0537. Let me come back to Theodora in the studio. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, madam. But you didn't that's what fraud, isn't it?
Peggy,
okay, Peggy from Tetogu. You too. I want to keep me uncle.
On in there, Mrs. Mancasa, Mrs. Junior Sister Yare. And I made no bar, Kolebu. What is friend to Yugi? What to do bed? What is friend to take his no bed? What ya go no bed. Ye nya imperfect and 9 for emergency. Yenya and hospital na bi na you talk the time was 6 to 4 anopa. No article na drip syndrome. And stand na yet neighbor private hospital. Ewo choose na what they know. No I a woman in moja. Sex at once. Into the Miss Bana wire. One day a celebrity by phone crown what in the bathroom. No will be twisting now, one twisting no. Because I am in what they come sister Louis. So into the menu man wire no qua on yet or had ye na ye Ghana for. Say this car, what is to do? A nice living or thing and they are funny for. Now if you take your brother and half an uncle to they are standing yet the party. And stand no more but on woman in blood. It's in no maybe there, line no wants to know. One shot at that. Now, says your gun in this car to be the
Once my das day nyamre afrayen wa wo hwe yin bia so hia ampa bi atwa ampa ene mattress e dia bomu na se SA Sanjay Enterprise eye bibia obetumi ko nyampa omo a Ghana afane nyina double bed ne bo no da form queen size king size ne nyina ne bo no da form SA Sanjay de edemufo and I mean, Nobel syndrome in Ghana public hospitals is a serious and recurring healthcare challenge. But it is not simple about beds. It reflects deep system pressure. If you ask me, it's deep. I mean, it refers to a situation where patients are unable to be admitted due to lack of available beds, left waiting in emergency wards, corridors, or benches, sometimes referred to other facilities after delay. It is the most invisible emergency units that needs to be dealt with. We have to know that this is a systemic problem. It is not the individual, it's a systemic problem. I think it's a leadership failure. It's something that has eaten. We should just call a spade and try to fine-tune it ourselves. We begin to teach our people how to handle first aid. Very important.
It's very important. And also, they should know the difference between the nurses and the other cadre of nurses.
Yeah, because we have
everybody's jurisdiction.
So we don't slam everybody together. I think what we need to do is to get people to know we're doing financial literacy. Now we have to come to the healthcare, and then the various departments of the healthcare and what each department handles when they come before we talk about administrative and management level. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Your name was reaching us live.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Your name, please.
Francis Mekasa from Kintampo.
Francis from Kintampo. Francis, you too.
You, Madam, was the program media. Idea so any pa na. Say omo basu be kasa na no so bia kasa. Yeah. Private hospital na ho de ayeyi me dem atasia hu say ade a emma hospitals no ana ontu moni enhwe nipa yie no eye sa health insurance na e ba mu no because me cash the person say o yare ko hospital bra o twa ka credit e wo consultation room ho consulting room ho o mo show o mo ti moni a show come because that time nurses crano you don't need juma because when you say o coffee a benya bi kakra coffee but say I say bibia ye free no first pass any buoma nurses no this is I didn't come it me trust ya me who say health insurance no ababoye pra this a commitment bibia say there amafo bi na ka say o ko private hospital. Told the show come on. Okay, you give kakra our hospital.
I think to cure that mischief of cash and carry internet health insurance, but I think our problem has to do with the bed expansion has not kept pace with the growing population. Is one of the things we've not done as a nation, because the population keep growing and we are not expanding facilities in our public health facilities.
We have a lot of facilities, over 200 hospitals.
Yeah. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Morning, Mimi, I'm patching with any baby of Frefi.
Odi for Paul Matama.
Odi for 30 seconds.
Also, as a buyer can, ye person the Baya and put to Bebo, my Obi Fraser, ni free just say, to walk on Mahama, why I can't we.
I know you're on no opinion. I know you're on no opinion.
Yeah, can't somebody do to the bar. Mahama, who got taken. Mahama, why are they? Mahama, doctor. And idiom, young funny dear money, and idiot son. And rather won't come home.
You, that's your deal for Paul. I think that we have a weak district and hospitals and clinic main minor escalates to tertiary hospitals, because if we don't deal with the district hospitals,
the CHIPS
we don't deal with the CHIPS compound.
They provide first aid care
before referrals are done.
So under the CHIPS compound, if it's being integrated with the primary health care, I think that you have a general practitioner, someone there. They assess your BPs, because now the non-communicable disease are the issues.
Yeah, because they are taking about 45-50% of our death in Ghana is non-communicable diseases. So it means that we need to equip the BP,
cancers, and then the diabetes, and all the,
the kidney problems, the liver problems.
We are not really paying much attention to these things, but these are the ones which is and it's giving us a lot of burden at the health sector. So when you go to this CHIPS compound, or you go to these polyclinics or the clinics, they now take care of you, give you first aid treatment before they refer. If it becomes serious, that the general practitioner at that level cannot attend to you, then you are referred to the district hospital. And if you need further management, then it goes to the tertiary. And I heard Mahama has is it Mahama Care?
The Mahama Care.
The foundation for, is it cancer, kidney?
Yeah, for cancers and some specialists.
These projects, you see, they are doing their best. They are doing what they know how to do best. So then the issue now is, like, coming down to our level, let's all know where our duties start and where.
No, but the point is that if everybody knows where his duties start, don't you think about time for us as a nation holistically to look at prioritized healthcare and then look at expansion, because the population is growing.
Yes.
So what are we doing about expansion? By the day, we can have 200 public, health facilities. Are they well equipped? Do they have the manpower to be able to and the skills to deal? Are we training people to deal with skills? Because are we matching skills with the needs at the moment? Those are the things we need to be looking at as a nation.
So we need to do a lot of.
It's a whole lot of things.
Strategy, everything.
Because if the EMT has a nurse who has been trained to handle emergency critical care nurse, they have a critical care nurse in the EMT. They have a perioperative nurse in there. All this deaths of the emergency accident would have been kept.
Salvaged, yes.
It will salvage it to a point before you get to the main
referral point.
Because by the time they pick the person from the street or wherever the accident happened, they begin to work on the person to stabilize the person before they
giving first line medications and all that. And it goes a long way to saving a person.
Because this life would have been saved. And you see, I was looking inside the report that they would have mentioned that we would have to need A, B, C, D personnel in the ambulance. We would have need A, B, C persons, equipment in the ambulance, but they are not in the reports. They are not in the reports. And that is where I find it weird that we know the right thing that needs to be done to salvage life from the accident scene before you get to the hospitals, before you get to the clinics. But we did not include those people. Because criticalness is needed at that point.
A perioperative
nurse is needed at that point. Are they in part of the EMT setup?
The EMT setup, the teams and
the teams are some.
How well
have they been trained to handle issues of that nature? Is this about just picking people, put them on and then put them at the hospital? What is the training that goes in there? Why don't we have all those auxiliary nurses to be part of that team, or even train that team, bring them to that part, and put this equipment in the vehicles and make sure that people are stabilized before. Helicopter and background, the fittings and everything is in there.
And it lifts you.
Everything is in there.
And our president had one hospital. Was it the president or the past presidents? They had a hospital that has the...
No, you have where you can land, where the helicopter...
But then...
The heli can work. But we have this fine thing. Yes, we should stop these things we are doing.
That's what I'm saying, that everything is about politics.
Everything is about politics, right? So it shouldn't be so. It shouldn't be so.
With health...
We shouldn't joke with health.
No.
Now, let me turn my attention to we've talked a lot about the brain. We've talked about a lot, but let me go straight to have my mainstay for which I brought you this morning: blood donation.
Blood donation.
And we all know that blood donation remains one of the most vital pillars of emergency healthcare delivery.
Yeah.
Yet hospitals across Ghana and continue to face persistent shortages. From maternal complications to road traffic accident to emergency surgeries, the demand for safe blood often outpaces supply. And this raises serious concerns about public participation in awareness and the strength of national blood donation systems. So today, we are asking a critical question. And I want to ask, how can Ghana build a reliable culture of voluntary blood donation to save more lives when it matters most? When? How can we, I'm talking to all my viewers out there, how can we build a reliable culture of voluntary blood donations to save more lives when it matters most? It's part of the healthcare under pressure. And to help us understand this better from the critical front line, she's already seated with me. Theodora Nete is a senior midwife at the Lekma Hospital. Good morning once again. I'm now shifting the goalpost. From your experience at Lekma Hospital, how frequent are cases where blood availability becomes critical challenge?
It's a burden and it's really challenging. And I'm so happy that Ms. Lois had a foundation or has a foundation now that is trying to mitigate ways to solving this issue. At Lekma Hospital, every Thursday, we have blood donation.
Every Thursday?
Yes.
Okay.
So a team.
So yesterday you had one?
Yes. Okay. A team from Kolebu, the blood unit bank, they always come there, assist with the blood donation. And one challenge that I've seen most of the times is that people are scared of walking in voluntarily to donate blood.
So how do we build that culture?
The reason I really don't...
How do we build that culture?
A lot of public health education is one.
Because it's healthy if you donate blood.
Yes, it's very, very healthy. You see, we have not really sat down to understand why you should donate blood. And especially to the men. Because we women, every month, we have a way of shedding blood. But for the men, you don't have any other ways of sharing blood.
we got other ways to share. We got other ways. We got other ways.
Then, you see, whenever you have blood donation done, you have the opportunity of having a free screening. A free health screening done for you. So you are checked for hepatitis, you are checked for cardiovascular diseases, you are checked for other diseases that non-communicable, the ones that you might not even know. Because if we check your blood and then we realize that you are having symptoms of something, we can easily tell you to go further, do this further laboratory testing or scan or something. Then we come up with a solution. So indirectly, you are having a free health screening done.
Because you have voluntarily given blood out.
There.
So they are taking care of you in addition for doing that.
And then the culture of most of us Ghanaians, we don't usually go to the hospital for normal checkups.
So now that they bring in free Medicare,
The free primary health
health care.
We are just praying that people will take advantage.
And then go check themselves. Because the non-communicable disease, 45-50%.
Somebody can enter the hospital right now, very fine. When the person sees the BP machine, it will surprise you. How the BP can just fluctuate from where the normal range to. And some men are also scared of needles.
Oh, good.
They're syringes. At my facility, I'm at the antenatal side for now. And we need the blood. So for every pregnant woman, and for each pregnancy, we are saying that a pregnant woman should tell the partner or the husband to donate 2 pints of blood. So a pregnancy terms, it takes up to 10 months at most for you to have completed your pregnancy for delivery. And then the reason being that when you have that blood installed there for you, we know that we don't know the outcome of delivery, whether you are going to be delivered by yourself or you are going to
go to the
cesarean session. So we are making blood available. And that one, it becomes a must. It becomes something part of the requirement. And then, my brother, it will shock you. I have about 50 women a day, and you ask them, how many of you have donated blood? And just 2 people will just lift up their hands and they say, my husband came here the last time. He said he will come. They are just scared. They come, and then when they get to the place, they are scared of donating. But then the thing is that when you come, and then we take the blood, the blood will be screened. You'll be screened before the procedure.
Before the blood is even taken.
Yes. And when it's done, the blood is also screened further. They put it in a big pool. They have their terms for it. So we shouldn't wait for blood donation week, Valentine's Day, organizations are organizing blood. It makes you healthy. Your cholesterol level, you're able to manage, and you know yourself. The more you go for these check-ins before you are done with the donation, you know your cholesterol level, you know your liver functioning test, you know whether your kidneys are functioning well, you know whether your HB, that's your iron levels are also good. Because the blood is needed in the body and the heart needs to pump it for circulation. So we know whether your BPs are good.
Whether your BPs are good, but how does a blood shortage directly affect maternal care and also emergency deliveries?
It causes so much mortality that we cannot even begin to talk about it.
Wow.
For a woman who started pregnancy without no BPs, no diabetes, she goes to her 5th month in pregnancy and she starts experiencing high BPs. We call them preeclampsia. Preeclampsia means the heart is now producing excess, like there's a lot of weight on the heart to produce excess blood for circulation for the fetus and that of the mother. Because of the placental formation and all that. I'm being technical about it.
No, you have to be technical because we need to look at the technical.
The woman goes into labor and then she starts fitting in the house. Fitting. She doesn't have any signs or of convulsion or epilepsy, but she starts fitting. And it's an obstetrical emergency. It's something that is life-threatening to both the mother and the baby. I'm being passionate about it because it's something that it's an eyesore. You wouldn't want that for your sister, nor your mother, nor any female that you even know. They go there and then we are doing a surgery and you don't have blood. Because the blood that has been, that is in a blood bank, people have gone there to donate. About 50 of the women, their partners have donated. So we are having, let's say, 100 pints of blood in for the donation. They send it to Kolebu. They do a lot of processing. By the time it's done, you're having about 50. That is okay. And it's not only for Lekma now. Ridge will be needing some, 37 will be needing, police hospital will be needing. So you can imagine the stress.
So the importance is that voluntarily we've not really done well.
We've not done well. We don't even understand.
We don't understand why
they don't understand why they need to donate blood.
We'll come to that because it's like it's becoming we're not producing enough volunteers to donate blood to meet the hospital needs. What are the most common fears like you just said, a common fears or misconception you encounter about blood donation.
Somebody will tell you that, oh, as I'm going to donate it, and then if I faint after the little blood that I have, I should give it out. And then you never faint because you check your hemoglobin level. A man is supposed to have, is it 13.3 to 14?
Yeah, so if it's above, and it shouldn't be low.
It shouldn't be low. It shouldn't be too low.
Too low. And it shouldn't be too high.
And then the more you donate, you know, the red blood cells, they are cells.
Yeah.
They reproduce.
Sure.
Because you are giving out. It will definitely reproduce. Some people also are scared that maybe they'll be screened and then they will find out that they are having some diseases that they don't want to be told. But I don't think you go to a voluntary donation and then you test and you are having, excuse me, HIV. I'm not just hepatitis or any, and then the person who is doing your screening will shout, "Hey, this person is having," no.
You'll be told quietly, you'll be given
you'll be taken through another series of screening before it is the evidence is proving that, oh, this is what you have. And we have referral points that will take care of you. Nobody will know. If you don't want us to even tell your spouse that is sitting there with you, nobody is obliged to disclose your health status to anyone.
So it means from what you're saying, it means that Ghanaians have not fully understand the importance of voluntary blood donation.
And the more blood we have in the system, all these maternal mortalities will just be of a thing of a past. Because when you need blood, you are in a surgical procedure, the theater, then you need about 2 pints of blood because the woman is going off. And the doctor had to go to blood bank, go looking for blood. And then maybe the blood group that the woman is having, we are not having some there at the moment. And the woman did not allow the partner, or the partner never came to donate. Or we are not having voluntary donation in store. That we have that type of blood. You need to go to other facilities. And by the time, time is of the essence. We are talking about blood and life and those things. You don't have to waste time. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
And when it happens, then these same people will come and start blaming the nurses and then the midwives and then the doctors that we delayed.
So that brings me to my next question to ask, if the way you did explain it, is it that the blood banks and the hospitals, are they well coordinated in terms of emergency crisis?
They are so well coordinated. And I'll give a thumbs up to my facility. As I'm saying, I work there, so I know what goes on there. Blood is made up, so far as you have donated, and is in your maternal record books that you have a pint of blood or 2 pints of blood there. You go to our triaging system. If you are a pregnant woman and then something, you need prompt interventions. So far as that slip is there, it guarantees you easy access to the
So it becomes difficult for people
who don't, because they have to go and secure a blood. And you don't know the outcome of labor.
That is where the outcomes are always different. That's where the mortality hits.
Because you don't know the outcome. You don't know. You are pregnant. Do you know when you are even delivering? You don't know the time that the baby is coming. Do you know you are going to deliver yourself? You don't even know the time that whether you end up at theater or what. So we always make provisions before these things happen. But here lies the case. We don't have enough blood.
We don't have
people are not voluntary.
People are not voluntary doing it. Yes. But that brings me to a point where we have a useful society. I mean, how important it is to engage young people and also institutions in regular blood donation exercises.
I think that we can make good use of our churches, our mosques, our Keep Fit clubs.
Is there any strategies we can put in place to make that communities and just like the Keep Fit clubs, you call it, the churches, to make blood donation as something very important?
I know that Leje Kuku and then Krowo municipalities, we have churches who are registered And then the hospitals know them. They work hand in hand with them. Just like the National Day of Immunizations, the NIDs, where we give polio and things for schools. And we can also make a program out of this. They come, they talk to the general public about the importance of having blood donation done voluntarily. You shouldn't be coerced before
you shouldn't be coerced before you donate the blood. You should do it voluntarily, and
it might save your life, save your sister's life, save somebody else somewhere's life who is connected to you. You might never know.
Maybe even if the person is not connected to you, you've saved a life.
You've saved.
That is the most important thing. We're all looking at blood donation. When is your blood donation exercise coming up?
We are having our median edition, Miss Lois Foundation.
Okay.
She's having a median edition at Lekma Hospital, and we are doing it coming 14th. Yeah, 14th of this month.
May. That is next week.
Next week, Thursday. And then I'm entreating and I'm pleading, and at the same time I'm encouraging everyone. Please, please, come in your numbers. See, the women need your help. Our pregnant women really do need your help. Blood becomes something that when we say we'll talk about it, it take the whole day. I know you are scared, but trust me, you come, you'll not even know that you've even donated the blood. Because you'll be having snacks available though. When you're done, we'll give you snacks, something to replenish the iron that you've given out. And also we'll give you a slip. We started working on it. Very soon we'll be having a card. And then we'll be coming to your doorsteps very soon as well. We'll be having programs at places. We need you to donate. You need the blood.
We need you to donate. We need the blood. What would you say directly to Ghanaians who have never donated blood before?
Please, it's for your own good. Especially the men. I'm interested in the men because I know you are scared of hospitals, but nobody is at the hospital to frighten you. Just walk in, feel free, come and donate, and it will help you. See, we need the men around. The men, some of you don't live for very long years because you stored all your blood from childhood. You don't want to give it out. The more you give it out, we're able to know the type of diseases that might be hidden somewhere, and then we treat you, and then you are good to go. Please, come. It's also a free health screening. You have that advantage. So please come and then screen coming Thursday at Lekma Hospital, and then do the donation for us. Thank you.
Well, so coming Thursday at the Lekma Hospital, the 14th of May is the day for the blood donation exercise at the Lekma Hospital. We did look at the healthcare under pressure. Then we're going into the blood donation exercise that is slated for the 14th of May at the Lekma Hospital. Teshi is a place. Remember that every drop of blood donated is not just a medical contribution, it is a second chance at life for someone in need.
Can you put the phone number?
Yes, so you can put your phone number if somebody makes direction and want to come to meet you or talk with you personally to really find out what are the implications of donating the blood. This one from Edith. Edith says, good morning to you, Chairman General. Did I miss something about... Oh, I think the message is truncated. But I think, okay. I think it's directly asked, it's almost the same question I was to ask you. Why the need to donate blood? And what are the consequences if you don't donate blood and if you donate blood?
As I said.
Yeah, because you've explained that earlier.
I've explained. It improves your health. And then the more you give blood, especially the men, you are screened. Indirectly, this cardiovascular disease, cholesterol disease, all these things that might be hidden, you are solved. And then when it regulates your iron levels as well, too much of everything is bad for the system. And then you are also, you produce new red blood cells. I think that if something is in excess in your body, the more you give the blood out, your blood regenerates new ones. And then there is a caloric burn. So your cholesterol is being monitored. You know that as you are giving the blood, you are tested. The blood, if it's having a lot of cholesterol, they will know. So to me, I think the best advantage of this whole thing is that you have access to free screening.
You have access to free screening the 14th of May. Anytime you donate blood, you have access to free screening. You can put your phone numbers out there. 0 what?
My number is 0543
0543
990
990
184
184
0543
0543
990 184
184.
And for Miss Lois, her number is 0242 777 207. Take it again. 0242 777
207. You can call any of those numbers if you want to support this wealthy cause that is coming up on the 14th of May 2026 at the Lekma Hospital in Teshi. And you also come donate, bring people, the young, let them know how to voluntarily come to donate blood to save a life, because like I said, a drop of pint of blood, you save a life, you give somebody's life, and that is very important. 0537158638 is the numbers. You can also join us, and that brings us to the end of our program this morning, our segment this morning. A big thank you to you out there for viewing us and also joining us. And I want to say a big thank you to Theodora Neti. Yeah, she's a senior midwife at the Lekma Hospital in Teshin, joining us this morning. And we look at the healthcare, Ghana's healthcare, then we turn our attention to the blood donation exercise that is coming off on the 14th of May 2026 at the Lekma Hospital in Teshi. Be part of it, and also make sure you tell somebody to be part of this thing. And this one,
I'll be seeing you.
This one is from oh
God.
Okay. Definitely, and also definitely I will be there.
That's wonderful.
And then we'll have to come and give you a support. So we'll bring that information to our viewers as well. So like I said, this brings us to the close of today's discussion on Ghana's healthcare system and the urgent need to strengthen the blood donation across the region we found ourselves, across the constituency we found ourselves, the Krowo and then the Leja Kuku and Ladadekotopon and the Tema East and West constituency across the country, from the pressures on our hospitals, including the challenge of the no-bed syndrome, which we spoke about, to the daily struggle faced by health workers. We look at that. One truth is clear: our health system is working hard, but it also under significant strain. We need to support it. We have all highlighted the critical role of voluntary blood donation, why it is important for you to go donate blood. And we all need to go donate blood. I will be there to donate it. It's saving life, especially in the emergencies and maternal care. Very, very important for us to do that together as a society, as a people growing up together. The surgical interventions are very important. We need blood to do that. And also, without a steady and a safe blood supply, even the most advanced in treatment becomes limited in impact. So we can't impact anybody if we don't have the blood to do that. So today's conversation reminds us that healthcare is not only about doctors and hospitals, it's about systems, resources, and most importantly, collective responsibility from all of us. We are all part of it as citizens. We sincerely thank our guest, Madame Theodora Nettie, and all our listeners who contributed to this very important national conversation. We want to say thank you to you. We're going for a quick break. When we return, we'll read a few text messages that has come in via SMS and also WhatsApp. And then we pick some few phone calls. We will say a happy birthday to those of you celebrating your birthday. And then we call it a day. It's a Freaky Funky Friday.
Welcome to Shiloh Guest House, where comfort meets warmth. Our serene environment and cozy rooms provides a pleasant stay. To book a room with us, call 055-5940-103 and 0241-972076. Locate us at Teshinungwa Estate, number 8 Coconut Street, directly behind A-Life Supermarket. Shiloh Guest House, where comfort meets warmth. Say about the heartbeat of entertainment and one the ultimate show with AJ Barker. Anne and painful say Trini and Dawa, ye Monchin, Yana what the hottest trend, the juicy gist, exclusive interview with your favorite celebrity and NASA influencer. And ya no phone, ye best say the asa I will show you so HINAS. Kaina won't say if it is trending, we are talking about. If it is entertainment, we got you covered. And it's never every Friday exactly 4 p.m. The ultimate show with AJ Barker is always a vibe.
The ultimate show this and every Friday at 4 p.m. only on MBN TV. MBN, the gospel, news and entertainment.
And he asked them, when he sent them, do you lack anything? And they said, we lack nothing. I pray that this will be your story. As you live for God and you work for God and you support God's work, you will look back and say, I have lacked nothing in my life. We want to thank God and thank God again that Friday is a night of prayer, prophetic night, healing night, the word of God night, and worship night. Every Friday in Maranatha Power Ministries. And I'm inviting you, beloved, if we don't realize the warfare we are in, the devil will defeat you as a child of God. And the most strangest things and unfortunate things in the church today is good believers who are weak. You are good, but you are weak spiritually. God wants you to be strong because he says in Ephesians chapter 6 verse 10, he says, finally my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. You see, there are certain battles you cannot win in the day. This Friday and every Friday, I'm inviting you to Maranatha Power Ministries for breakthrough night, signs and wonders night, prophetic night, healing night, deliverance night, and salvation night. Let me see you this Friday. If you want more direction, telephone numbers on the screen. Please call
And also, you can watch me on MBN TV every time we are having service. And also, watch me and be with me on all the social media platforms you will see on the screen. Remember this, Jesus prayed in the night. Even the Son of Man prayed all night. It's our time. God bless you.
Every day on Ghana's roads, thousands of riders take to the streets to earn a living. But in just a few seconds, one mistake can change a life forever. Motorcycle crashes are rising, and riders remain among the most vulnerable road users. The truth is, many of these accidents can be prevented.
Ride safe, check your bike, wear your helmet, overtake wisely, obey the rules. Get licensed with DVLA and register with PCSRC.
With discipline, with training, and with respect for road safety. Soon on MBN TV, you would hear real stories, real lessons, and real solutions.
You are the hero for your family and your passengers. Your life matters. Stay in the game. Stay alive. Join the Ride for Life campaign, spearheaded by MBN TV.
MBN, the gospel, news and entertainment.
All right, so welcome back from the quick break. It's now time for us to read a few messages that are coming this morning. And I go straight to Kwabenya this morning. Kwabenya, we have Eben. And Eben says, I'm so excited. Setting the record straight is back again to kill the falsehood agenda by MPP and the affiliates media station. No Jada will be allowed to see the light of any day. Must be killed with the truth the moment it comes out, period. And he sends his greeting to the Chief of Staff and also the Peter Kwesi Mensah, Temashipia, and the MC from Ga East. Now we go to Goso, where we have Capito Goso Menshia. It is time for Ghanaians to take bold decision by voting against JDM and the NDC, according to Capito, come 2028, because all is not going well in this country under their regime. And he sends his regards to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. He believes he's coming back in 2028 and sends greetings to Honorable Mavis Hawa Kumsin, the incoming women organizer. And this one is from Carnation. He said, "Hi, good morning. My name is Ali Hussein from Sukura. Please, I really want to donate, but my place is far from Teshi. So I want to ask if I can donate at any nearby hospital around my community. My location is Carnation Sukura." Well, the event is taking place at the Lekma in Teshi, but if you have any, voluntarily you can move to any hospital and said you can go to the Carnation hospital, the polyclinic there. You can go donate blood, but it will be nice to see you, Hussein, when you come to Teshi, from Carnation to Teshi, and then we can have that conversation as well. It's nice to hear that you want to do it. I really appreciate it, Ali Hussein from Sukura. Very good morning to you, Ali. And all the young people, I encourage you to go donate. It will go a long way to help you, yourself, your health, so you can get some free screening. And that brings us, let me check my SMS as well. If I have any message on the SMS, you can also send messages to us via SMS on the same number 053-715-8638 in the numbers you can also send to us. Okay, this one is praying with us. All right. Well, I think, and this one is asking me to call. Okay, we'll see what to do. But you can also keep your messages coming. We have just, the phone line is now duly activated. You can call us on 053-715-8638. Yes, phone line, no. To me fraying. Cecilia Emma Yedin Komo on 0537158638. Numbers that will be to me a free and okay now. You don't also attraction commenting baby be a extra wide dream be an answer will be able to media can come out in a fee and a PBC assembly no also be to me a show your phone lines in a walk screen or so. Now, Mr. Offra ma uti no volume no enco form. Sinibea ye bidding come a phone no so enye o uti no so. And to be an wash hini woba bobotwe none bomo yo wiemo one befiwo kenye egba sani epi from national development to blood donation to healthcare bon obanye okawa gbasani lebine on 053-715-8638 053-715-8638 is the numbers. You can also call us right away and let's have a conversation with you. Hello, good morning. When you call, please let the volume of your TV set go down so we can have the conversation via the phone. 053-715-8638 is the numbers. You can also join us and let's have a tete-a-tete this morning. 053-715-8638 is the numbers. You can also share your thoughts with us this morning as we sojourn for God and for country. Government quick action prevented more pressure on BOG when NDC took over, said Tekwe. Said Tekwe believed that Tekwe, the former finance minister and a government advisor in finance, Tekwe says the current administration inherited deeply distressed economy with unpaid debt obligations, high inflation, and severe fiscal pressure. And he explained that the impact of the losses recorded by the Bank of Ghana, he said, the scale of the inherited economic difficulties must not be ignored. He said government also took office at a time when confidence in Ghana debt market has collapsed. Mr. Tekwe said his remarks comes after he observed that the public opinion at the time was that the economy was stable. In response, Mr. Tekwe defended the early action taken by the finance ministry, arguing that immediate intervention was necessary to stabilize the public finance and reduce pressure on the central bank. According to him, one of the first major steps was to tighten control over public funds. So Mr. Tekwe is out there to defend the position of the NDC on that score. Why Ghana must reform the BCE for 21st century is also that Ghana's goal was stabilizing other economies, said Tekwe on the BOG losses. 60-year-old father arrested for dragging his son with a park bike at the North Legon. Remember, yesterday this matter came up and I said the man should be arrested by the police. I made it emphatically straight that the police shouldn't spare him, and thank God the police has picked him up. And I'm happy he's been picked. You can't tie your son and then 16-year-old son in distributing incident. I mean, it was a very disturbing incident in the North Legon. And according to a statement issued by the Ghana police, the preliminary investigation indicates that the incident occurred on May 3rd after the teenager went out to play football with friends. The police identified the suspect as Eric Mante, who is reported to be a biological father of the victim. The statement revealed that investigations show the suspect allegedly tied a teenager to a quack motorbike and sped off with him along a road near the Adonai Church. I'm happy he's been picked. Yes, we saw the video yesterday. We spoke about it on set, and I said the police should do that. And I want to say thank the police for making sure he's been picked. And I'm so excited that they have picked him. Yes, Emi Depa. So Ghana TV service open nationwide recruitment for teaching and non-teaching staff. So the TVET has opened. The Ghana Technical and Vocational Education and Training Service has announced a nationwide recruitment exercise for both teaching and non-teaching staff for the 2026 employment cycle. The recruitment process officially commenced today, Friday, 8th of May, following the grant of financial clearance by the Ministry of Finance. The exercise is being conducted in collaboration with the Public Service Commission. Available positions have been grouped into two main categories, teaching and non-teaching roles. For teaching appointment, vacancies include senior tutor or facilitator, tutor position. Applicants seeking appointment as senior tutor and facilitator are required to possess at least master's degree in technology, engineering, and education and social science or related field. In addition to professional education qualification, a minimum of 1 year post-bachelor work experience. So the TVET, the Ghana TVET Center, is open for employment. Sly, if Sly, you are listening to me, please, you can walk in and do something for me, but you can call us at 053-715-8638 is the number, 053-715-8638. The Ghana Police Service has arrested a 16-year-old for allegedly assaulting his 16-year-old son in a shocking incident that has sparked public outrage. Briefing the media, Superintendent of Police and the head of the public affairs at the Greater Accra region, Miss Juliana Obeng, said the suspect was picked up by the Medina Divisional Police Command following swift intervention after the report of the disturbing issue. So interestingly, I'm so excited this morning that he's been picked. Why do you need myself? What you sometimes you don't understand some parents. Yes. Kudos to the police. Say well, let me just bring you some news brief and then we go for the morning. Today is Friday. Ecobank Transactional Incorporated, ETI, the parent company of the Ecobank Group, has notified the Nigerian Exchange Limited, the Ghana Stock Exchange, and the Brussels Regional Values Mobilize, the stock exchange, that is seeking to raise funds from the international debt capital market. And this will be done through the issuance of Tier 2 qualifying nature notes pursuant to the United States Securities Exchange Commission Rule 144A, Regulation S. The next proceeds of the issues of the notes will be deployed to finance the concurrent any and all tender offer of the ETI US $350 million. That's 8.750% Tier 2 notes due June 2031. Government is preparing a full budget for and finance vaccines and critical medicines ahead of the gradual withdrawal of support from the Global Fund by 2029. Finance Minister Dr. Kessler Forson disclosed. According to the minister, government is taking deliberate steps to ensure that Ghana's healthcare system remain resilient and sustainable even after external support decline. Dr. Forson made the remarks during a meeting with the World Health Organization Regional Director for Africa, Dr. Mohamed Yacob Janebi, as part of discussions on strengthening Ghana's health system. Fresh data from Maverick Research, which tracks over 15,000 products across 60 consumer categories nationwide, shows that Ghana's fast-moving consumer product, the FMCG sector, grew by 15% in value, 6% in volume in the first quarter of 2026, according to the market research firm. This looks like a solid rebound, but in reality, it reflects more tentative recovery. Prices are doing much of the heavy lifting, with demands only slow returning, is stated. After a period of high inflation and shrinking purchasing power, Maverick Research said Ghana's consumers are renting the market, but not with abandon. The result is an economic caught between stabilization and fragility. Necessity comes at first. Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Johnson Asiama, has suggested that African digital finance industry must move beyond basic payment system into more sophisticated financial solutions such as digital credit, embedded finance, supply chain finance, and cross-border financial services. Speaking at the 2026 edition of the 3i African Summit, Dr. Asiama says the continent has reached a turning point where the focus should no longer be limited to access to financial service, but rather development of scalable, inclusive, and innovation-driven financial ecosystem. Ghana has signed a bilateral agreement with the United States to restructure obligations owed to the U.S. Export-Import Bank, making another incremental step into the country's efforts to restore debt sustainability under its post-crisis reform program. The agreement concludes within the framework of the Official Creditor Committee, targets outstanding liabilities linked to the U.S. Exim Bank, and is expected to ease near-term external debt servicing pressure. It forms part of a broader set of bilateral deals Ghana is negotiating with official creditors following a 2022 debt default and subsequent engagement with the International Monetary Fund. And finally, Ghana's inflation for the month of April 2026 increased marginally from 3.2% to 3.4%. The rise was driven by items such as charcoal rent payment, senior high school fees, smoked fish, and utilities, whilst other items such as average transport fares over the year decreased by approximately 3.4%. Overall, housing, utilities, and fuels remained the top divisions that drove inflation during the period under review. The Ghana Statistical Service official Consumer Price Index and inflation for April 2026 month-on-month shows that the overall price of goods and services increased by 1% between March and April 2026. And that's it for the business brief, live and direct from our studios on the 10th Avenue Extension, Greater Estate. The morning focus continues. Now we're going into other matters quickly, and then we say a goodbye to you. But if you have anything you want to share with us, the numbers on your screen, you can call us on 053, which we have friends 053-715-8638. And numbers are also over to me. Only and I'll pay and cinema story. So it was 053-715-8638. Senate must bow in shame over exorbitant Pentagon hostel charges at the Eugene acting rent commissioner. I see. Godfrey Damin accuses Deputy AG of lying over access to Abdul Wahab Hanan. T-bill safety to grow. Alternative investment to consider in 2026. No schools should charge fees, GS declared. And there's one story that's really fascinating, really interesting story. One man handling 12 classes. Is one teacher and is handling 12 classes. When it comes to the northern region, 12 classes. Pibeni DNA primary and junior high school. Wow. Congratulations to him. Now let me do the birthday wishes and then we call it a day. Let me start. Where do I start from? All right, so this one's a happy birthday to my little sister, my little best friend. May God bless your new age. May you be great. May your star shine so bright that the world will see. God bless you today and always. I love you so much. Happy birthday, love. From the best big sister ever, Yaira. So Yaira wishing her kid sister a happy birthday. Right, so away from that birthday, this one also comes in. It's a happy birthday to Auntie Victoria. I don't say it enough. I don't say it's enough. But your life has been a blessing to mine in ways words can't capture. On your birthday, I pray heaven honors you openly. May your new age bring you good health, unending joy, open doors. Auntie Victoria, you've been such a blessing to my life. Through your kindness, your wisdom, and your constant support, God really used you to listen. God really used you to lighten my journey. May your new age be filled with more laughter than stress, more testimonies than trials, more blessings than you can count. I am grateful for you. Enjoy your day, Auntie Victoria. God bless you. From Oscar to you. So Oscar wishing Victoria Ivan Obeng a happy birthday. And so that is I think that's the final birthday wish I've got this morning from the team. So in the absence of one or two calls, hello. Good morning. You can call us 053-715-8638. Right after this, we say bye-bye to you. So I'm done with my birthday wishes. I want to thank all of you. But before I say thank you to you, I want to leave this with you. And I want you to think through it. Think through it as you go about your work. Hello, good morning. Yes, Ania Trump.
Yeah, I live in Manga Bukuni Manga or Kolofe. Millennium follow conversation.
Oh, sorry.
You like the most about Professor Agokosa, we would be about in our health assistance. Did he or doctor say, hello, discuss
in this casino?
Yes. Manga Bumaga in the menu, Logas, the DBLM, but one of 7 the only pipe planning for the sport station. Kekele kwa kwa canon professor bi she wa doctor say ekoya hunto ekoya na agba all ji am fair ni mani yora kansuba she majority here me fair me na ke awa me as a civil servant alo public servant say amaji mani na ka chiwo na kamani ni chimo kaje na kamini wo mukuba prefer ke it can be patient by a private hospital. Being a Jamaican Jane, manable service. She government general machine. You know, pony a year of pay private. If actually been there small. Me not a piece de bar lemo if you lay small. Me not the passion of the jobs not make me. I'm a team of my hero and I go to a mere jail on dynamic. He sky dynamic call. Call each one with true. I say El Samuel. Only one single person. Dana o 30 million the lady ki attack beki. Sports fan like of your sports. She just ekule ona be no like watch sports e dey. Ona, they come Bomoda, you come on phone as a single person. Nimo Kunyan, as a doctor, you actually work like 8 hours, I know 4 hours. A chuni no yabu chakele. About Tash Nigland, Baha Ashan Bomebo, a follow. That will be a Kagamobu, what quite the value of the human engineer, what quite I can value it. You were Jason. I mean now, Begin, I mean now, you were coming up with Jericho. Papa Yake. Government ni chon fia montawo wokọ e ni na agbele port apart aya na sis come me ni tena ya bo ahye bi ka na no chimo atan ni akre timo fitness mo o fe wona me nwa aboto gani na government institution chomo no ba na asani ona mi shake ona no kwagbo onu na o chulo duwa na ba tumi wase bo e se bi da me nwa me na me amboto na me chuni to be ni hiya bi a chule ha okwe but of course, you money go is totally 100%. But when you know you need to boy, she English no ya. Ukubaye wachu. You are no.
Wonderful Shini Atram for joining us. A moderate rainstorm observed over the northeastern flanks of the country is expected to propagate westward to induce cloudy conditions whilst producing thunderstorms with or without rain over the northern and transition sectors this morning into afternoon hours. A separate rainstorm currently over the southern portions of Togo and Benin is also expected to propagate westward to increase cloud cover with the likelihood of producing thunderstorms with or without rain over areas of along the coast, the Volta, the eastern and the Greater Accra regions, late mornings into the afternoon hours. Pockets of rain-bearing clouds of the western coast are likely to also induce rainfall activities over the western coast this morning. The caution is, whilst windy conditions may pace the movement of the storm, the public is hereby advised to take precautionary measures and keep safe. So that is coming from the Ghana Meteorological Agency this morning. So it will proceed with some winds. So please take some precautionary measures to avoid any unforeseen problem. Well, this morning I want you to take an interest. Do more than just skimming through life. Take the time to take an interest. Discover what genuinely interests you. Do the work to focus on it, to think it through on many levels. Learn all you can about it. Deepen your understanding by teaching and explaining it to others. Don't settle for mere passing interest. Develop a passionate interest, perhaps several of them. In every direction, you have your pick. You will always be able to uncover something to ignite your interest. All kinds of people, places, events, and subjects as interesting as you choose to make them. Take an interest, invest your interest, and life continues to facilitate your movement. Well, this is where all time will bring us, and that brings us to the end of this morning edition of Morning Focus. From our reflection on national headlines to today's in-depth conversation on healthcare pressures, the importance of blood donation, it has been a morning of insight, perspective, and public engagement. We are reminded once again that the issues shaping our nation, from health to governance and everyday survival, requires not just attention but collective responsibility and action. A big thank you to our guests, our production team, and most importantly, you, our viewers, listeners, callers, contributors, for staying with us and contributing to the conversation. We'll be back again, God willing, on Monday with more analysis, more headlines, more conversation that matter. Don't forget to join me tomorrow. I bring you the news focus, as well the news review, at 12 noon. Until then, stay informed, stay engaged, and stay safe. And this has been your Morning Focus. Good morning.